60 and mention my name, Galvin, to get a free hallway cleaned with 3 rooms of carpet for only $129. Do it now. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. ZeroRes, it's the right way to clean.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside, just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours. In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, our computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time. And those cars are going real fast and real fast, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Never fast, taking gas. I be the early morning stone pimp. Straight limping, booze from drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon filling, whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain.
Been gone too long, too much cocaine.
But now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock left to right all night. My game's tight, I wish you might take a bite out of this here toxic, melodic, neurotic product, fresh from the harvest. Who be the largest, hardest, smartest label in town? Top dog.
Get down.
Monday. Welcome to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. That's Dizzy. You want to get up in the mix? You want to be a part of the show? 800-771-1025. Get up in the chat room. Watch live on YouTube, 1025 The Bone. Shout out to the early comers. I see Drew Garabo in there, Corey, Stephanie, Bill, Fish Bully Fishing, Stephanie. Did I say I'm John Senning and you're Dizzy? Did I say that already?
Yes.
I did. Good. Man, I haven't told you. I haven't told you this yet. If anybody noticed, it rained a lot over the weekend, and we were just chatting about I was kind of a washout. Turns out my Mr. Fix-It skills
Remember how I said I needed a bad storm to figure out if the homework that I had done to fix the flooding situation had worked?
It's back.
Spoiler alert. I'm not good at fixing things and not good at home repair. So this rain debacle that has been going on over the weekend has become astronomically a little bit more stressful than it would have been if I would have actually fixed the problem that I thought I had.
That's gotta suck because you were down there drilling holes,
dude. I had to
pulling
drill
stuff out, putting stuff back in.
Dude,
we over here we were fist pumping in the air. That it worked,
dude. Modern day Tim the Toolman Taylor is what I thought. I was hurrying myself because I thought I'd done so much good, and it man, it sucks. It sucks. So I'm getting a professional involved, but I almost wish that I had somebody filming what it looked like on Saturday when it started happening because it was bad. It was so bad in that I went out to this event at the brisket shop on Saturday morning.
Okay.
The yin and yang of life. I went to this event, and shout out to Danny at the brisket shop, who is just one of the sweetest human beings on planet Earth. He hosted this event that was a sauna cold plunge event, which, that's my jam.
Yeah.
I had never done it this way where it was like a guided experience. So we're cooking, and shout out to Keith out there who was the guide. We're cooking and he's, it's kind of hippy dippy. You're controlling your breathing. You're going around talking about what you're grateful for in life. Like it's a whole thing. So you do 15 minutes in the sauna, 3 minutes in the cold plunge, 15-3, 15-3, all of that. And so I left that, had an amazing experience, feeling very zen, very, very chill. And I'm driving back home. I'm like, oh, man, it's really raining out here. And I get home, and my mom was in town, and her and my wife had been kind of moving things around the house. And I walk in the door, and I go, has anybody looked in the room yet? Is it flooding? Nobody's on trial here, but they had not looked yet. Nobody had thought to look. And I go in there, and the whole area where I had thought I had fixed things, it's just rushing inside the house.
Oh.
So I'm like ripping off the baseboards, trying to jam towels in front of it. It was so bad that I put towels along the whole front of the house, and the towels are floating away.
Oh.
So then I'm thinking I have to fix something like immediately, or the whole house is going to flood. So I'm out in the rain, and it's just a big planter. Like we have a bunch of plants and stuff in the front, and it's all brick. So I'm just ripping the bricks out with the bricks that I had drilled holes in.
What's your end game with this?
Just thinking that this giant bed where the plants are is holding water, or the water can't get out. So it's a monsoon, and I'm just out there ripping concrete out with my bare hands. I'm cracking things. I'm digging dirt with my hands, trying to get it to go a different direction. And long story short, none of it worked. It just water was just pouring in the in the house all day long. And then that was pretty much the worst of it. I will say Saturday, and then I think I saw Dennis Phillips. He said, we got this much rain here, we got this much rain here. But look at the small part of the map in St. Petersburg that got over 7 inches of rain in about 4 hours, and it looked like it was literally right over my house. It was just a little dot on the map that looked like it was right over my house. And, I'm bummed about it, but I just feel like there's a fix and it could be worse. So I'm trying to, not melt down completely about it, but we have a professional coming to look at it. I've got to hand over my man card and accept that I was not able to fix.
The important thing is you gave it a try, man.
Thank you.
That's gave it a try. You were on your hands and knees, and even as you went and checked on it and it all went to hell, you still went in there and tried to work on it. Probably made it worse, but you tried.
That's all we can really ask. and it's a weird thing because I'll just come out and say it. I'm not a fix-it guy.
Yeah,
even though I pretended that I was. It's not
a skill you have.
Exactly. It's an emasculating realization that you have to come to that a lot of things in your own home you can't fix. And we've been lucky. We haven't had any major malfunctions. This is the biggest problem we've had yet. And I took a swing at it. I thought that I could be a real man. Turns out I couldn't.
When it comes to man stuff, what do you know less about? Cars or homes, or is it equal?
Home. Or no. Cars. I don't know. Like I could make you a list of the very unimpressive things that I could do inside my home.
Yeah.
That list is shorter for a car. Like I don't know. Like I could change a tire.
Yeah.
I could
change your oil if you want to.
I don't know that I could.
Like, I've learned, so you just drain it and put the new in?
I mean, maybe if I watched a YouTube video, I'd be able to do it.
But that's kind of what I mean, too. Like, if you went and looked at a YouTube video, you're confident enough that you could at least go try these things, right?
Yeah, I could give it a try. But, there's I don't know. I could replace a handle. I could, I'm trying to think. Maybe it is equal now that I think about it. I'm trying to think of the most impressive home repair that I've ever done, and I don't think that there is one.
You're like, I changed the filters.
The AC, the AC filter change is a good one. I also, we had like a little nozzle on this little water spout. I replaced that recently. That had me feeling pretty.
Yeah.
That had me feeling pretty good about myself. But the flood, what do they call it? Water mediation process, not for me.
Do you have a tool belt?
I have a tool. It's so funny that you bring that up because I have a toolbox.
Okay.
That is probably the most feminine toolbox you could ever have. It was a gift, but it's bright neon green, and I've got a hammer. I have a screw gun that I lost the charger for because I was gonna immediately. I'm like, I'm gonna go out there and start drilling more holes, but then my screw gun was dead, and I couldn't find the charger. So I've got very bare minimum when it comes to tools, which is crazy because my dad, like he's a carpenter. He's the guy who fixes things, and I blame him for not teaching me more.
So he never just because you're all boys.
Yeah.
He never took you guys out and was like, this is how you do this, how you do that. Not saying that my dad did that. He did it. I learned most of the home stuff from my grandpa. When I was living with them, he'd be like, come learn how to do this. Come learn how to do that.
Yeah, I love my dad very much, and he taught me certain things in life, but he was always, and he would probably admit this, if there was ever something that needed to be fixed, like there was a certain level of rage that he carried with him. Okay. So I would be there to maybe hand him something when he needed it.
Yes.
But normally a lot of cursing, a lot of mother effers, a lot of things like that coming from him. And I was probably, when I was younger, just trying to stay out of the way when something needed to be done rather than trying to learn what was actually happening.
I got to be honest. I don't know if management knew this, but you and me grew up a very similar life.
Dude.
Because that was my life with my pops. It's like, I just hope this doesn't frustrate him. And I'm here for angry Greg when he can't get everything going in his head.
And I'm sure CMG did. They started looking down the laundry list. Okay, Dizzy's dad, John's dad, both had wives found child brides at the age of about 14 or 15. Both have anger issues when doing home improvement projects. Let's put these sons of bitches together. It'll work, I promise.
I have vivid memories of my dad trying to fix things and not working. And he just breaks it further.
Yeah.
We had a CD rotator that I think I got a CD stuck in, or my sister. He could not fix it, and I just remember him breaking it all to hell.
Yeah.
In a fit of anger.
Yeah, it happens. I always remember thinking, you see the movie The Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dad there when he's always working in the basement and he's cursing. Like I remember vividly hearing curse words in different variations that I had never heard before when my dad would be working on something in the garage or in the basement or where it is. I learned more about cursing and profanity than I did about the actual task
working
at hand
stuff,
for the most part. But it's the bird setup's good. The grill's running good.
Yeah.
The pool is nice. So those are the areas of the house where I thrive.
That's your expertise.
And I don't know if it's too late to learn. Maybe there's somebody out there that can teach me a thing or two. But clearly, keeping water out of my house was not my strong suit this time around.
Well, you'll figure it out. You're still early in the game.
Maybe
of home owning,
that
right?
is true. I should have been all this time. Nothing was going wrong. I could have been learning how to fix things when they do. But I guess I wasn't. So, dude, it's a mess. I don't know if it is St. Pete, and I don't want to sound like a broken record bitching about St. Pete. But man, I saw so many posts on Facebook and on the Nextdoor apps and stuff because I was trying to figure out if we were the only ones having the problems. And this past weekend, our yard went underwater like it has never been before.
Oh.
Like we've had the big storms. I've had the days when I couldn't get home from work because things were so flooded, and we had Milton and Helene and all that. This past weekend on Saturday was the most water in our yard and the most we flooded ever. And I'm seeing a bunch of people in St. Pete say the same thing, that it's just gotten so much worse. And the city of St. Pete has talked about raising people's property taxes and raising taxes to try and fix the drainage and the sewage issue. But I don't know. I don't know if it's the weather is that much crazier or the city. I mean, all of the comments on social media would lead you to believe that because they've built the city up so much that is that's why things are happening the way that they are. But either way, something is afoot, and it's not fun.
Yeah, because when you did the Grunge Fest and it was flooded in your area, like that was a new thing for you. Like it's flooded, like it's rained hard for 7 minutes in your area, never flooded. Now it floods easily.
It seems like it. It definitely seems like it's taking less to flood worse. And again, that goes against what I said earlier, and that it did rain 7 inches in our neighborhood in a short period of time. So I understand, like, that's just too much water in a short period of time. It's got nowhere to go. But I mean, right now you could walk into my backyard and it hasn't gone down. So I may just need to. Yeah, I didn't even know what you do. There's drains you could put in, but I might have to just build a whole new backyard. Build it all up or something, because it feels like half of the neighborhood's water is running into our yard. Man. Which it's the joys of home ownership. And the thing is,
that's the thing. Man.
We're not moving, and it's not easy to sell a house right now. So I'm just gonna have to figure it out, which will be fine.
Do you kind of wish, in a sense, that you would have this place but be renting, because then it's someone else's issue? Or is there something to now? No, I like to own my property.
No, I mean we rented for so long, and there is something to, and it's hard to see it right at this exact moment, but. There is something to all those years we rented. I mean, so we bought a house at the age of, I was 37. All of those when you really start thinking about all the rent you pay, you're just kind of throwing away money. You're not throwing away money for those instances. When something happens, somebody's there to fix it. And I love that. And we were having that conversation with Drew last week when I was in for Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy, because he was talking about something in his house that wasn't working. I'm like, that's the joy of renting, is you not have to worry about it. The bad side of it is all that money you pay, it really just goes into somebody's pocket. Like they may be paying the mortgage on the house, but at the end of the day, you are just kind of giving that money away. So I was ready to be done with the renting era of my life. But that being said, it is nice when you can just be like, hey, this is a problem. Please come fix it. But it was time to do it, and hopefully it pays off in the long run.
Yeah, especially when you're like, you want to be the guy to fix your problems. Like someone like Monica. She'd just rather call someone and be like, hey, come get this done. But
and
I feel like you want to be the fix-it guy.
I want to be the fix-it, and sometimes it just takes a hard reality to make you realize that it's
not for you.
That's not your game,
the
dog.
Game's not for you.
Like, I was given certain skills in life, and I don't know. I don't think I'm built for that life. Maybe not. Maybe somebody will come out and teach me other ways about how to fix things one day, but. Not quite yet. Light bulbs, that's another one. I'm pretty good at the light bulbs. I'm pretty good at the filters. I'm pretty good. I can change a nozzle.
Okay.
And that's where it ends. And I saw somebody in the chat say, John, what's your apron size? I mean, and yes, I can cook. Like that's a big skill. That's something that I have and that I do. And yeah, CED3, I do need a French drain. That's what people are saying is I need a French drain. So my mom was in town over the weekend, and just trying to do little things here and there because they were working a lot. They were moving things around and kind of reorganizing our whole house. Where do you stand on a bar that you can smoke inside? Is that a place that you would seek out or that you would choose to not be inside?
Me specifically, probably not as much, because when I choose to smoke, they're not going to allow in the bar.
That is true.
More likely to be able to smoke the vape pen, so that's cool. But then there's the trade-off of now I got to smell cigar or cigarette smoke. Not the greatest for me.
There is something about it, because we went to on Friday night. We went to a place that I've talked about before, and it is just the element of feeling like you're going back in time. That's what I love about it. And I don't know if it's a seasonal thing for me, because I think the first time I smoked a cigarette in the dive bar by my house was about a year ago. So I don't know if I have a seasonal obsession with dive bars. But we went to the Flamingo on Friday night. Which, have you ever even heard of it? It's in St. Pete on MLK. I believe they claim that it is the oldest bar in St. Petersburg. And man, when you go into a spot like that, it's almost like you're going back to that era. Maybe not all the way back, but just something about the people that choose to go to bars like that and the whole environment. I feel like it is an actual time capsule where you go back. And we went to the Flamingo on Friday night, which has a crazy backstory, because the famous author and poet Jack Kerouac used to supposedly sit at the bar all days and time of night and write at the bar. And I think eventually drank himself to death there and then died in the hospital up the block. So it has all this history to it.
Is it a gay bar?
It is not a no. I believe there is,
because it says the Flamingo, a fixture of St. Petersburg gay nightlife.
No,
for a decade to close this month.
No,
you sure?
It's not a gay bar. It is not.
What makes you think it's not a gay bar?
Okay, this is this by title, and I don't know if it's even still there. The one that you're talking about, the one that I'm referencing is called Flamingo's Sports Bar.
Okay.
So that is the one.
And gay nightlife.
It's no gay. Trust me. It is not gay.
Okay.
And I'm not saying it's not gay friendly. I don't know anything about that, but you would walk in there and know immediately. And I guess the same dude has owned it. He's a vet that's owned it forever. And it says right there, Chill Old School Tavern, a former haunt of Jack Kerouac. So we did that on Friday. And then on Saturday, we went up to the spot. Same type vibe, smoking inside. And dude, I hadn't played some proper darts in a long ass time. Me and Danielle, my mom, played darts. I think I could be a dart dude.
You sure?
Why do you say that?
Well,
is this going back to fixing the house thing?
Pretty confident that me and Nicole would work you guys in some darts.
Oh, really?
Are
you guys dart players?
Yeah,
dude.
And we have a disadvantage because you're throwing like this. We're like throwing overhead.
Dude, maybe that's our rather than overthinking our night out. Maybe we just hit up Slizzy McGee's and do a dart night one time.
Yeah.
What's your game? Is it cricket or 301?
The one where you count down.
Yeah, that was what we were playing, which was 301, and I couldn't tell you legitimately the last time I played darts. I had so much damn fun.
It's fun
playing darts, and they got legit dart boards there too. And that game is so fun because the game doesn't really start until the end, where you have to only be able to hit a certain couple numbers, and it was fun. I did not, by the way, because my mom smokes, so it was kind of funny.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, my mom smokes cigarettes. So when we first were talking about going to these bars, I was like, oh yeah, let's go to Flamingos. We'll be able to smoke our first cigarette together. And as much as my mom smokes, she hates the idea. She literally said, I don't want to go if you're going to smoke. So, so I might have
do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly. Yeah. So I went to both of those places, and although the American spirits were calling me from the cigarette machine, I did not, at my mother's behest, did not fire. I did not fire anything up while we were down there.
Now, did you have kind of like this moment where everyone's smoking, and you were just like, like grinding your teeth, like, damn,
I'm
man,
not grinding.
I want to be part of that lifestyle. That sweet nicotine,
that nicotine nectar.
Yeah,
I'm not grinding my teeth, and I said this kind of jokingly back when I burned my first heater, and Drew and everybody was getting on to me. There's something. It doesn't bother me. Like the cigarette smoke doesn't bother me, but it bothers you less when you're smoking. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's like I'm not a smoker really. So when I am. These are the kind of places that you got to take a shower when you get home. Like when you leave there, you got to take a rinse. And when you're in there, it's there, it's in the air. But you start burning a heater yourself, and then you don't even know the difference. The smoke is outside of you, it's inside of you. It's you're covering all of your bases.
I like that. Okay.
So that's my thought process. But I did make it to through our mini dive bar tour with no heaters burned.
You told me this last week. I don't think I knew this, that Danielle used to be a big smoker.
Yeah.
When you guys had that thing. Does she ever revisit it at all?
No.
Like she's done completely now?
She may have one of these times, and again, I think it's 3 times in the last year that I've smoked a cigarette, maybe 2, at a time. And one of those times, it was just me and her, and I think we may have shared.
Yeah.
But she's not, surprisingly, not smoke when she drinks or anything. She dropped it back then, and she just somehow just kind of left it in the past.
That's good.
Which is pretty impressive, I would say.
Yeah, not a lot of people can do that, especially when you're like hanging out like that. Yeah. Like, just go rip a dart real quick.
Yeah, and my mom, love her very much. She quit for like ever. Like she smoked growing up. And then we were getting to the end of high school. She quit smoking. And then there was a large period of time where she didn't. And then sometime in the last 15 years, probably, I think she started up again. But
she seems like a fun drinker.
Yeah, she is. We didn't get too wild, but on Saturday we did. In my mind, it was a pre-race outing because we can pretty much walk to this bar. So we had we had a couple. We had a few, and then I started ordering shots. And
your mom's a shot lady.
No, but if I ordered that, no, she would never. She would never say, "Let's do a shot."
Yeah, but she took one.
But she did take one.
I'm impressed.
She took one. Did I make her do one? Oh yeah, both times at the bar, I made her do
tequila.
No, we did at the first bar on Friday night. we did something that is a bit of a family. It's a family heirloom, if you will. It's called the Rocky Mountain Mother Effer. And they didn't have everything to make it there, but it's Yukon Jack. You can substitute Crown if you want, Rose's lime juice, and amaretto.
Okay.
And then on Saturday,
sounds like it has a bite to it.
It has a bite. It does have a bite. But on Saturday we did green tea shots, which I've never ordered that in my life. Can I tell you? I did not know what was even in it. Like, I ordered it because I'm like, yeah, people order this. It's sweet. Everybody be fine with it. I had no idea there was Jameson in a green tea shot.
It's good, though.
I don't know what I thought was inside it, but I learned.
Green tea, lemon shots, those are ones that just go through you and you don't really notice.
The lemon drop is my
lemon drop. That's
my sweet spot. That's my safety zone. Is that a lemon drop is just adventurous without putting you down. But then you start getting into the Jaeger, the Rumpelmints.
Rumpelmints.
Yeah. Well, I didn't go there. When I went up and I ordered the green tea on Saturday afternoon, my whole soul wanted to get a Rumpelmints.
Yeah.
But I just knew there was no way I was going to make it to the end of the race if I started doing Rumpelmints.
Got to pace yourself,
at 3:00 on a Saturday. 800-771-1025. Lots to get to today. We're going to dig into that thing in just a moment. I'm pretty sure, I think you sent me the story as well today. Dude, this
that thing?
Dude.
Yeah, insane.
This is one of the craziest videos I've seen in a long time, and we're going to dig into it in just a couple minutes. Let me check in on a couple of these phone calls before we go to break. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, how you doing? Do you want to give me a call off the air? I'll explain how to fix your problem.
Did we meet yesterday?
No,
we didn't. Okay, yeah, I do have somebody coming to look at it. I really appreciate it, and I don't want to, I appreciate you being thoughtful. I don't want to totally bog people down with home improvement radio, but I appreciate you thinking of me, and I think I have somebody coming that's going to help me out. But thank you for thinking of me, and I appreciate the call. It's a lot of people want to help, and I have a neighbor 2 doors down that is an engineer, and he's kind of taking a peek at it, letting me know what's going on. So I'm always grateful for those that want to help, but I think you may think that I'm not looking for help, considering I haven't been able to get help yet. But what's going on, Paul? What's going on? What's up, Paul?
Hey, man, dude, you're blowing me away, man. I'm born and raised. I'm 62 years old. I'm retired. You talk about the Flamingo. You talk about the Waffle House. You talk about Slizzies. And, bro, I want to meet you so bad. But I'm telling you, a place to check out, please. Casual Clam.
Oh, dude. How do you not know that I'm in the Casual Clamiverse? That for the longest time, that was our number one go-to spot. That is that's definitely one of our favorites, right up the road from the Flamingo.
Oh, far out. No way. I didn't know. Dude, I want to meet you so bad, dude. You sound like true, genuine,
I
true.
appreciate that.
And he's a real hottie in person.
Yeah,
love him,
I appreciate that. Well, if you hang out at the bar long enough at Flamingos or Casual Clam, there's a good chance you'll see me one of these days.
Okay, room, Ross Chastain.
Vroom. I think he said room, but I do appreciate it. I did want to say, dude, thank you to everybody that came out to the Wild Fork yesterday. It was obviously through the weather. I didn't know what to expect. It was projected to rain all day. I was messaging the folks at Wild Fork, like, are we moving forward with this? Because they had the big Argentinian grill set up that they were bringing out. And I did not know, but I was blown away at the amount of people that came out to support the show, to support Wild Fork. The grilling setup. Did you see the video of the dude, it's a spectacle, man. Those guys, Oliver's Argentinian Grill, they have a whole team of people, and they're working this grill. I lost count of all the different things that they cooked all day long, from skirt steaks to lamb chops to chicken thighs and sausages to shrimp. They were just throwing thing on this giant grill, and people were feasting and were so damn nice. And it's so cool to meet people. Like, I was almost like working in the store. Like, people would come in and go, hey, I heard you talk about this. Can you show me where it is? And it's just another example of me really loving Wild Fork, and I think that coming through. And for people to come out in the rain, a lot of people won Busch Gardens passes. They gave away big Modelo coolers, Blink-182 tickets, all that. But it was cool. A lot of people asking about Diz. A lot of people wanted to know where you were. I knew that it was a it was a rainy day and never any pressure. But just know that that people were asking about you and you're loved and missed.
I love that. We wanted to make it up, but we just had so many plans that we were running around.
It's tough too. It's just it's tough on a day that's raining too. It's
and
just
we're trying to be good with money. I know Nicole. She loves her some Wild Fork.
We'll
pull up there and we're gonna spend $80 worth. Get a lot of food. But I was like, maybe I should keep her away today.
Yeah. But it was a great time, and we met this morning at the brisket shop to talk about a bunch of stuff coming up soon with Wild Fork. We're going to do tons of cool stuff around football season and tailgating with them. So things are just ramping up with Wild Fork, and they've got a great when you can not only fall in love with what they're doing, but you realize a company is just all great people that work there. Melissa, who's one of the big wigs, and then Matt. I did want to give a shout out to. I'm hoping so badly that he's listening. Dallas is Matt's dad, who he kind of oversees the whole Orlando area, and he's a big fan of the station and the show. And Dallas, if you're out there, he just retired. You got a hell of a son, and I appreciate you listening, man. But it was just really cool to see the support, and appreciate everybody coming out. It was a hell of a time. One more call, and then we're gonna go to break for real. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
It's Brian. What's up, John?
Brian, what up? What up,
hey,
dog?
Did you see the Rampage Jackson son thing with the wrestler?
Yeah, we're doing it next. Thank you. This was not a planted phone call.
Yeah.
But yes, we did see it, and we are going to cover it for that thing coming up next. So we'll dig into it. Yeah, you bet. Sorry. Yeah, do not go anywhere, because when we come back, I mean, I've seen a lot of pro wrestling in my life.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of bootleg pro wrestling, independent pro wrestling, as they would call it. I don't think I've ever witnessed anything this horrendous in a wrestling ring ever. Rumors that this guy could be arrested for attempted murder. It's just one of the craziest things that I've seen. And there's also, are you kind of looped into the whole story? Like, have you seen the videos of what happened earlier on and what happened right before and all of that?
So I know something happened before where he was like picked on, quote unquote, and then I know about the incident. I don't know if there was something that happened
there's
before the
a
incident.
couple there's a couple little things that kind of paint this picture of this story that happened in a professional wrestling ring that led a man to almost be murdered. And we're going to dig into that for that thing next. But first, I love talking to you about Reese windows. You know, the weather is crazy. There's stuff churning out in the Atlantic right now. So why wait? You can make the decision to go with Reese and get those hurricane impact windows installed. They're affordable, energy efficient, and come with a double lifetime warranty, which is going to transfer when you sell your home. And right now, everybody's looking to boost value. That will do it. Reese gets most windows installed in under 8 weeks. And for a free quote, all you got to do is text TRUST to 20129, and you're also going to be registered for a chance to win $15,000 in free windows. So do that now. TRUST to 20129. Reese is proud to support St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and they've been providing peace of mind for over 50 years. Keep it locked to the bone. Hop on the YouTube. Watch the program, 1025 The Bone. Your chance at $1,000 coming up at 2 o'clock.
Swear it was like, I'll be damned. I'm finally back to being who I am.
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
At Brandon Honda, we have lenders for every credit situation. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get 0 down deals on any new vehicle in stock. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. And we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. We have over 600 vehicles to choose from and over 50 lenders, all competing to get you the best deal possible. Get your guaranteed credit approval at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0850 for more information.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you
you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BRUNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Summer is here, and it's time to get your backyard ready and where you always wanted it to be with my friends at Waterman Properties, your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or even repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. There's personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, guaranteed same-day response. There's no waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. Visit their website today at watermanproperties.net or give them a call at 813-715-7383. That's watermanproperties.net or 813-715-7383 and tell them Mike Galta sent you.
Don't miss the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SC for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36 months, lease 10K miles a year, $39.99. Do it. Signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
CAD name mode for C4MH.com. That stands for the Centers for Men's Health, and key to a man's health is proper testosterone levels. So many decisions you wish you had started when you were younger. Well, you're never going to be younger than you are today. So start today resetting to when you were younger by going to C4MH.com and making an appointment to check your testosterone. That's all they do, so you know it's done right. $45 gets you blood work and a doctor's appointment, and if your levels are low, it's 2 shots a month. That's it. To ensure your energy is up, to promote muscle growth after workouts, to improve your performance in the bedroom, and most importantly, to maintain a mental state that has you feeling like the world is yours. You know, like when you were younger. Look at testosterone as a time machine and C4MH as the vehicle that will get you back to a future that is back to you. Today is the day. C4MH.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Pulse Nation, single game tickets for Lightning Hockey are on sale now. Score! You can be the Thunder at Benchmark International Arena this season as the Bolts battle teams from across the NHL. Secure your tickets now at TampaBayLightning.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That Thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Welcome back to Senning Show. It's a hell of a song to vibe out to on a Monday.
All we are is all we get. Then I'ma live with no regret. Life's too short to stress out. Life's too short. I've watched my old man cry. Don't you live your life like mine. Life's too short to stress out. Life's too short.
I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. Thank you so much for being here. 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Don't forget, Diz has got a podcast, the Lazy Ass Podcast. Subscribe. Listen to it. And then we're live on YouTube. We love it when you get in there. Get up in the chat. Hitting 2:15 bright and early. You love to see it. Two things I wanted to bring up before we dig into this insane story. If you're looking for something to watch tonight, I wasn't sure if you knew that they're doing the second episode of Kill Tony on Netflix today.
Okay.
Which looks pretty crazy. I think they've got, I saw Jim Norton, Dave Attell, Harlan Williams. I think Dice might even be on it, which should be, I still can't believe that they put that show on Netflix, to be honest with you.
Why?
I don't know. It just feels,
where else would it go?
What? YouTube. I mean more just in the potential suggestive nature of things.
Okay.
And secondly, dude, Linda Hope, the world's oldest OnlyFans model. Couple things. I hope she's doing okay, dude. But the Gathering of the Juggalos may or may not take Linda Hope out. I saw a clip on her social media that she has what they're calling the jug flu, the Juggalo flu, and she came back from the Gathering of the Juggalos like very ill.
Oh,
yeah, which I would imagine being soaked in soda for 3 days is not great on the elderly lungs. But I got a message, and I'm hoping that he'll share it with me. I asked him to send it to me. I guess they got so in with ICP and Violent J and his girlfriend that Violent J called and left Linda Hope a voicemail because it's her birthday.
Oh.
So shout out to Linda Hope. Happy birthday.
Living her best life.
She's a full-blown in-the-loop juggalo now.
Yeah, without her grandchildren knowing.
With nobody in the... Dude, that's the episode of Senning Show I want to do.
Yes.
Is we bring them all in, Jerry Springer style, and it goes like the headline. You know how they always had the great titles for Jerry Springer
bottom,
Show?
yeah.
It would go, "My grandma's a juggalo and I didn't know." That's the title of that episode.
Whoop whoop.
And also, yeah, there's a lot of things to unpack. And then like her kids try to fight Tyler. He's like, "I've been taking care of your grandma like you couldn't do. I've been taking her all around the world to the Gathering of the Juggalos, and you don't care. You don't even call." And then they fight.
She hasn't had a smile on her face till I got in her life.
I got to say, I had my doubts, and I might still have a couple. She does seem to be having the time of her life.
Yes.
I mean, that's just an undeniable. When I see these pictures of her on stage with ICP, like what other 85-year-old is doing such insane things that they've never done before? There's probably, as long as the jug flu doesn't kill her, there's probably something to doing things like that as you get older that can help keep you alive a little bit. Like when a lot of people are winding down, she's kind of ramping up, it seems like. So shout out to Linda Hope and Tyler, and I hope you get better soon, baby.
Is that kind of your goal, that when you get to an age of like that you do want to be able to still go to like a reggae rise up and be having fun?
I hope so. I hope it doesn't. I think the problem is that it leaves you. You know what I mean? Is that I can sit here now and go, of course.
Yeah.
But what happens when it's 45 years down the road? Like, do you have it in your soul? Do you have it in your physical being to go, yeah, I'm going to drive across the country, or I'm going to be able to just hang out at a festival all day? I mean, that it is not for the faint of heart, no matter who you are, let alone at 85 years old. But I hope I hope I can stay busy, because as we've established before, I've got no children to take care of me. So I need to be out doing things. so I don't just die and have nobody to take care of me.
But in the same breath, I get what you're saying, where when you're in your 20s, you go, oh, my God, I'm going to be clubbing all my life. And then once you hit a certain time in your 30s, you're probably like, I'm never going to the club again.
Yeah, and those things happen. Like, some things seem like so much fun. And then, but I'm also into so much old people stuff at a younger age that I feel like maybe there'll be like a circle. There'll be like a circle of life, or maybe when I get back to 60, 70, I'll revisit all of the things that I should have been doing in my late 30s rather than just watching the weather radar and the birds. Jesse Allen, the Juggaflu. That's a damn fine. I would imagine that a lot of people leave the gathering of the Juggalos with all sorts of different
STDs,
just sicknesses, just so many fluids getting like how your lungs can only take so much Fago and nitrous. And dude, I saw people just have been sending me videos of things that go on at the gathering. And it brings me no joy to share this with you.
Like that they're at, or just found and they showed you?
Just different. I don't think it's the people themselves, videos and content creators. And this one guy sent me a video. And again, I have to tell you because I have to tell you, but it brings me no joy to tell you.
No.
It was a lady, and she goes, a warning to everybody attending their first gathering of the Juggalos. One of the things that the Juggalos like to do, again, this brings me no joy. It's called the poop dollar. And what people do is they let me say what it is, and then I need to know how you know it is.
Okay.
So they and again, no joy, disgusted actually. It makes me question my Juggalo leanings. People will wipe their butt with a $1 bill, and then they just put it out like in a main thoroughfare, like where people are walking, and then they just hide in the bushes or stand to the side and wait for someone to pick it up, and then they all yell, "Poop dollar!" What? Where?
Poop dollar?
Where are you? What circles are you running in that the poop dollar is a thing?
You've never heard of poop dollar?
No.
Well, I guess.
Why would I?
Because you run in those circles.
But what circle? What circle? You don't run in those circles.
I don't, but I watch TV shows about people that run in those circles.
What are those circles?
Workaholics. You ever seen the show Workaholics?
Oh, they do the Workaholics?
They did. That was like, I think, episode 1.
Was it the Juggalo? It wasn't the Juggalo episode,
Not
was
the
it?
Juggalo episode, but they did that in their neighborhood, and somebody picked it up, and they were on the roof. They're like, "Poop dollar!"
Oh, dude,
yeah, so I thought it was a hilarious thing. I would never do it, but I thought it was
you think it's hilarious until you pick up the dollar.
I'm killing someone.
Dude, if I didn't know about it and I was like, hey, bros, it's our first ever gathering of the Juggalo, and like we get out of our tent, it's like our first day at the gathering, we're like, oh man, this is scary. And then I'm like, oh, but $1, and I pick it up, and then I'm accosted by a bunch of Juggalos going, poop dollar!
Yeah, you grab it and you go, why is there chocolate on it? And you hear poop dollar.
And then I leave. I turn around and I drive back from Ohio, and the gathering of the Juggalos is canceled for me.
It's just me and Linda Hope hanging out.
I did see. I'll have to find it and bring it up later in the week. I saw like one of the more mainstream rappers, because they have like some not necessarily Juggalo-friendly rappers. I did see Roddy. Is there a Roddy?
Lardy B?
No, I'll find it. But somebody cut their set super short. They did like 2 songs because people were throwing Fago at him. They were throwing.
Oh, you're talking about like a real rapper?
Yeah, it was a real rapper, and I know there's been
Roddy Ricch.
That might be it. That might be it, actually.
Yeah.
And he cut his set very short because people were throwing Fago at him. And then you remember Tila Tequila? Was that her name?
Yeah.
You know that she left because they were throwing supposedly along the lines of the poop dollar.
Really?
Yeah, which it is crazy that I'm Juggalo friendly hearing
Listen,
about
not
all
everyone's accepted in that.
Hearing about
dark
this,
carnival.
I think I was hearing that there would be people that would they would like all go to the bathroom in a watermelon, and then at some point they would just throw the watermelon at somebody.
What?
Dude, it's the Juggalo lifestyle, dude. I don't have to agree with
I don't
all
want
of
to
it.
go anymore.
I may be talking myself out of it as well, but the dark carnival isn't for everybody. So this guy, Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, they say that he is recovering currently after being violently, and the only thing you can do, there's not any audio that I can play that would properly explain it. It's one of those things that nothing we will say will make you understand what happens in this video. But Raja Jackson, he is the son of Rampage Jackson, one of the biggest MMA fighters of the early 2000s. He fought in Pride. He fought in UFC. I think he might have even dabbled a little bit in pro wrestling, but never really became much of anything in pro wrestling. His son was to be a part of this this pro wrestling event in Los Angeles, and it is an independent place. So I don't know what the venue was like, but maybe there's 100 people, maybe a little bit more. It was Knock X Pro Academy, and I don't know if you saw this. Do you see who owns the wrestling league?
No,
it's Rikishi.
Really,
Rikishi is the one who kind of runs this promotion, and for whatever reason, because I guess he's a popular streamer, the Raja Jackson,
never knew that.
Rampage Jackson's son. He's on a platform called Kick. He does all his streaming on something called Kick.
I'm not familiar. I know Twitch, and all that. But...
So I guess he's big. He's big on there, and they invite him to be a part of this event in LA. And the first part of it, and I tried to clean up some audio, and there's so much cursing that I feel like it would be better for me to tell the story rather than try and piece it together with actual audio. So at some point, Raja Jackson is backstage at the wrestling event. And I don't understand.
This is the before.
This is before.
Okay.
This is the before. So I don't understand how things could be so misconstrued and misunderstood between Raja Jackson and the wrestlers and the people that put this show on together. Because the first thing that happens is Raja is backstage, and it's just, these are ragtag operations. They're pretty much outside of a building. There's a tent, but it's a bunch of dudes just kind of standing around. And this guy, Psycho Stu, I don't know who told him this was a good idea. I don't know if he thought this was something that was planned, but they're all kind of standing around, and the Psycho Stu character goes up to Raja, and he hits him with it was for lack of a better term, just to try and communicate the point, it was a fake beer can. It was not like, if you see the video, he hits him with this can, but he doesn't really hit him with it. It's a gimmicked can. So he doesn't actually
Because I saw the clip. I was kind of confused.
Yeah, he doesn't act, like if you see it, you can see that Raja's head doesn't move. He's not really hurt. He didn't really, if you smash a full can of beer into somebody's head, you would know it. You know what I mean? Like, it would be painful and there would be a bit of damage done. So it's like a gimmicked can that's half full, and the guy kind of crushes it, wrestling, smoke and mirrors, crushes it as he kind of fake hits him in the head with it. And this Raja kid is not clued into the fact that this is going to happen. So there's a little bit of a back and forth in the moment where the guy that seems like he's kind of in charge goes, oh yeah, don't do that to him. He didn't know that was going to happen. And they have a little bit of a back and forth. After that, the guy, Psycho Stu, apologizes. This is all on tape. Him and Raja have a conversation, and he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were working. I thought we were, going to work this angle. And the guy that's kind of in charge says, no, but he's going to come down, and he's going to give you a slam during your match and hit you with a couple shots. So the other two pieces of the equation are, after that happens, another wrestler, and this is all on tape, goes to Raja and says, you need to give him his receipt, which in wrestling is a term that when someone hits you for real, you got to get him back.
Like, what's it? Cody Rhodes is going to tag back.
I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud that you remembered that. Exactly right. When Travis Scott slapped the hell out of Cody Rhodes, Cody said, you got a receipt coming. It's a phrase that they use in pro wrestling. And this guy, who they're now saying online is Psycho Stu's best friend, goes to Raja and says, oh yeah, you got to give him his receipt. You got to tag him. Yeah. You got to tag him for real. And whether that stuck in his head, I'm not really sure. But Raja Jackson is also live streaming all of this. So he's going to do a run-in on the match, and seconds before he runs in the ring, he's on the live stream going, I'm about to beat this mother effer for real.
Oh.
It's always been my dream to beat the hell out of a pro wrestler. And people are saying in the chat, how many subs to knock him out? He goes, if I get to 50 subs, I'll knock him out. So this is all premeditated. And he says in there, I'm not playing pro wrestling. I'm going to knock him out for real. So it's agreed upon that he'll slam him, hit him with a couple wrestling punches, and then I think the other guy, the opponent, pins him, match over. Raja costs Psycho Stu the match. What actually happens, and again, I'm going to throw a retweet on the post right now so that you can go see it at the John Senning if you've not seen it yet. I would say trigger warning for sure. What happens is that Raja Jackson gets in the ring, picks this guy up over his head, slams him so hard that he knocks him out immediately.
Yeah, does his head touch the canvas first?
So the dude is out. The guy is out cold from that second on, and Raja Jackson proceeds to punch this man 22 times in the face. And when I tell you he's raining down haymakers, that might be an understatement. He is, with all his rage and all his energy, punching a lifeless body in the face 22 times, to the point to where they thought this guy was dead. He was choking on his own teeth. He was choking on his own blood. There's a clip out there of the promoter calling him after the fact saying, "What the hell did you do? This guy is dead in the ring. He's flatlined. They can't get him to come back." Raja's response, "My bad."
Wow.
And from that, he's streaming this whole time. So the whole aftermath, he's riled up. He's proud of what he did. And now LAPD says they're looking into it. There could be potential, attempted manslaughter charges or attempted murder charges for this guy. And just an absolutely insane thing to happen in a professional wrestling ring. And I know that the internet, like, people are going to take a side no matter what. Shocking to see the people that probably don't know that wasn't a real beer can and didn't know that was a wrestling move, not a real strike out of nowhere with a beer can, saying that this guy got what he had coming to him.
Oh,
I don't think there's much you can do for a man to deserve almost being murdered. And I mean, this guy is an athlete. He's a fighter. And I mean, 22 punches to the face. He should be lucky that this guy is not dead.
Brain damage at the very least. I will say this, though. Strong kid.
Oh, my gosh.
So strong.
Dude, the guy is undeniably a beast. I mean, just the way he picked up a guy that looks like that guy's got to be well over 300 pounds, if not closer to 400, picks him up with all his might, slams him on his head to the point to where he's unconscious. But then it's brutal to watch. And it's, the referee comes and tries to stop him.
Yeah.
And if he would have stopped him then, it still would have been really bad. But the ref just gives up. And that's probably where 18 of the 22 punches came from, was after that point. And, dude, I saw a clip this morning that I had not seen yet. And this just proves a bigger point about what a disaster this show was. After this guy is, like, laying there dead, and they've already had to get everybody out of the ring, and they had to get these guys off of him, the guy comes back and pins him.
Yes.
The dude that was in the match
show must go on,
comes
dog.
back and puts the 1, 2, 3 on the guy. There's also a funny thing. I don't know what the gimmick was, but did you see the guy that was in the ring when they're trying to hold him back and they realize that it's gone awry?
The warrior-looking guy?
Well, no, he has a pillow. There's a guy in there who's hitting him with a pillow.
No
like,
way.
this guy is seemingly just murdered a man, and they can't get him to get off of him, and this dude just comes out of nowhere and starts hitting him with a pillow.
I didn't even see that. I got to replay that.
I don't know what his gimmick is. I don't know what was going on, but it's going to be very interesting to see.
The purple pillow. I see
the purple pillow out of nowhere. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do with this guy, if anything. Because the other thing is too, I don't know a bunch about him. I think he was looking towards a potential MMA career. I would think that this probably ruins any hope of ever being in MMA. Definitely never going to be trusted or allowed to be in pro wrestling. But I would think outside of being a streamer, I don't know that he's going to find a career in any sort of combat sport or be hired by any promoter at this point.
Do we know what Rampage said about this yet? Has he commented on this
Yes,
yet?
he did, and he released a statement. Let me see. I had it here in front of me, and he did. Hold on, let me bring up the full thing, not just the quotes, because he was like, it is your son, and you could definitely see where, not that he was simping for him a little bit, but this was his post. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Raja. I've seen confirmed that the wrestler is awake and stable, because there was this. I was watching along with it kind of in real time on social media, and immediately. It's about that time.
Went off too.
It is about that time. Everybody want to win $1,000? Well, your chance is upon us. Man, I need the. I guess I know the word.
Yeah, you never use the sounder.
Yeah, I don't, but I don't use the sounder, but there's usually a thing. All you need to do is go to the 1025 The Bone app right now. Enter the word vacation. The word is vacation, VACATION. You have 30 minutes past the top of the hour to enter the word vacation, and the $1,000 bone bonus could be yours. We are back in full bone bonus mode. Multiple opportunities today to be registered to win $1,000. And the 2 p.m. word is vacation. Go now to the 102.5 The Bone app. Look at us. First one in the bag. But the statement from Rampage, I want to clear up the misinformation about my son, Raja, because at this point, they were literally saying this dude killed the guy. Like, that was the news on social media. This guy's dead. And he says he's awake and stable. Raja was and here's the part where I don't know that you need to put this part in it if you've seen the video. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by the guy moments before his reaction. Raja was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. A work in wrestling terms is it was planned. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. But again, let me make some excuses for him. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that it happened. But my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to Kick for the situation, which I guess the Kick is the streaming platform where all of this where all of this took place. So I saw some pictures of the guy in the hospital. He's messed up, dude. Multiple broken bones in his face, multiple teeth gone. It is it's a crazy thing, and if you were a betting man, do you think this guy's going to be arrested?
Should be charged for it, and shouldn't be allowed to participate in sports events like this again. Even in MMA, a guy is knocked out and you start pounding him away when he's knocked out, you're going to get charged. You're going to get in trouble.
And that's the thing, is that to anybody who's somehow found a way, even if we want to say because the guy hit him with a fake can and tried to work an angle that wasn't really real, even if you thought that deserved a payback, deserved something. With this guy being an MMA fighter, there's no way that in any octagon or ring ever there would be a scenario where you could do this to another human being. No. If you wanted to get in a punch because you felt like this guy did you wrong and that knocked him out, the guy, I still think Raja would be a dick and he would be out of bounds, but I'd go, okay, this guy did him wrong. He was offended. He felt like he needed to prove a point. Hitting a lifeless body in the face 22 times, if you don't have the capability to know that you could be killing this person, then you shouldn't be allowed to be in a combat sport ever, because that would never happen in any sport. You think about a Herb Dean or any of the refs in UFC. After the slam, a UFC fight would have been stopped. Yeah. If he would have done that slam in an MMA fight, the fight would have been stopped immediately, let alone the dude taking 22 punches after the guy was already unconscious. And now there's people don't normally need a reason to get fired up, but now there's all these old videos about how this guy is a military vet and he's got extreme PTSD and he found pro wrestling and it's helped him, find purpose in life. Yeah. And there's kind of all these stories about this Psycho Stu character and his upbringing, which obviously makes it worse for everybody. But the LAPD telling TMZ that the police were called to the wrestling event on Saturday night and took a report, and the incident is being investigated. So I would think the guy's got to be at least taken in for something. Whether he's got a good enough lawyer to explain it away is yet to be determined. But I would think that you got to at least arrest the kid.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, he's lucky that the other wrestlers had more self-restraint.
Yes, that they didn't just
stomp a mud hole in his ass.
And normally, like, there's a phenomenon, and it's happened a couple times, and there's videos of it out there. If like a fan jumps over the guardrail and tries to fight a wrestler or hit a wrestler, like, they will get their ass beat. Like, you can count. There was a time, one of the worst that ever happened. Bret Hart was being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and some psycho jumped over the guardrail and into the ring, and they beat the living hell out of this guy for real, not pro wrestling style. They actually beat the hell out of the guy, and you're right in that it could have been a lot worse for him if the wrestlers. That being said, didn't look like the most. He might have been able to legitimately take all of the wrestlers there. Like they were some little dudes. There was some extremely out of shape dudes.
Yeah. One guy with a pillow, like you said.
There was a man with a pillow. I'm not even certain that those pro wrestlers were capable of taking him out if they wanted to. But just a crazy, crazy thing. And hopefully this guy will be okay. And hopefully they arrest him.
Yeah, you could see even the crowd reaction. Did you look in the background how everyone was reacting when it happened? Like the analysts are getting up like, what's going on? Someone stop this. And you can see everyone in shock in the audience like, are we about to witness a murder?
Yeah, and they almost did, to be honest with you. I don't know how people got or how quick people got to him because I heard there were no paramedics on scene. So it could have gone.
What kind of event is this?
Yeah, bootleg. Yes. I can see this all coming back on Rikishi at some point. Like he'll be the guy that gets canceled for all this. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, I've got some things to give away. Dizzy sent me a great article about there's a theme. I think it was last week, maybe the week before, where we talked about being estranged from your family members. This walks a similar path when it comes to blocking your friends. A friend that you've had to block out of your life, really block on social media, and the reasons you've had to do so. We'll give away some prizes next on more Senning Show. Spent some time, not much time because it rained a lot, but a little late night action in the pool over the weekend, and I love that I can go right onto my Pent Air app, get my pool running, turn the light on. That is because of my friends over at Hawkins Service Co. I got a variable speed pool pump. That means your pool pump can kind of run all day. It's going to save you money, and you can control it from your phone, which is awesome because I never, right along the lines of me not being a fix-it guy, I could barely figure out how to work that little circular timer that most pools have. They are offering $250 off variable speed pool pumps, $300 off an AquaCal pool chiller. You can turn your pool into a cold plunge. You can turn it into a jacuzzi, $300 off. And then my AC is operating like never before. I'm sleeping like a baby at night. And you can get their back-to-school AC tune-up. Also, $1,500 off a new system replacement, and you're going to get a free Wi-Fi thermostat as well. If you're not taking advantage of any of their deals, let them know that you heard about Hawkins on Senning Show. Boom, 10% off right there. 813-445-8209. And you can always book online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Reliable, professional Hawkins. One call handles it all.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs begin at Darlington Raceway to ride another chapter in a crown jewel race. It's the Cookout Southern 500.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay, right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Fair and Farrah, Tampa.
John Senning here. If you're a homeowner, the time is now to reach out to Reese Windows. Hurricane season is upon us, and if it's anything like 2024 with storms like Helene and Milton, you're going to want that protection. I had the folks from Reese out of my home blown away. I love the fact their products are made in America. They're family owned, and they come with that double lifetime warranty. And Reese will have most windows installed in under 8 weeks. Get a free quote and enter to win $15,000 in free windows when you text TRUST to 20129. Installing windows for over 50 years, Reese Windows has got you covered.
The best deals under the sun are right here at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Ram. Get $15,000 off a new Ram 1500 during our bigger, better, faster summer event. Or get 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days on new rides. Plus, visit our website and enter for your last chance to win a new Ram 1500. Hurry in now during the Magus Summer Sales event at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
This is a cat named Mo from Juggalos Live. Prime time, baby, for Crunch Fitness. Membership starting at $9.99 a month. Join today and enroll for just $1. Over 500 locations nationwide, world-famous group fitness classes, state-of-the-art equipment, miles of cardio. Join today and enroll for just $1. Hurry, this offer ends July 31st with over 500 locations nationwide. The best part of my day is walking into Crunch. I look the best walking out. Go to crunch.com to find a location nearest you and get crunched.
Hi, welcome to IKEA.
Hi, the summer days are shedding light on how much I need to organize my space.
Well, the IKEA storage event can help IKEA family members save 15% on select storage solutions through August 26th.
Ooh.
Plus, you can enjoy 50% off adult entrees at participating IKEA Swedish restaurants weekdays only until August 29th.
Well, decluttering does make me hungry, so sold.
Both offers while supplies last. Selection may vary. Restrictions apply. 50% off entree offer valid in restaurant only. Discount applied pre-tax. Visit IKEA-USA.com/storage for storage event full terms. Visit IKEA-USA.com to find your local IKEA Swedish restaurant.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son, Mike. In addition to the comp case, there is a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. And don't worry about repainting your scuffed up walls or fixing your leaky faucet. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. Receive an all-cash offer and close in as little as 21 days. There are no showings, no open houses, and no costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate makes selling your home stress-free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1979. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1979. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-777-1979 or biglou.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
If Old Spice Deep Sea Super Hydration Body Wash were music, what would it sound like? Start with the deep sounds of Old Spice's ocean waves and kelp. Layer on the smooth, renewing moisture. You wouldn't hear any parabens or phthalates because Old Spice Deep Sea hasn't got any. But you would hear that vitamin B3 for healthier-looking skin. So while your regular body wash sounds like this, Old Spice sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Granger who does the same. Granger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show on a dreary Monday. I can't recall the last time we had like a 3-day washout stretch in Tampa. I know that it's just been hot as hell, but we get the storms, we get the afternoon, but it feels like it's been a minute since we've had 3 days in a row that are...
Talking about like besides like hurricane season.
Right.
Like last season.
Yeah, just tough to pick your spots and get out and about. Again, thank you to everybody who came out to Wild Fork on Sunday. It was just a love fest. It was so great. The Argentinian grill was fired up from Oliver and his crew. Skirt steaks, chicken thighs, lamb chops, shrimp. And it brought me so much joy to see the people stop by and go, hey, you were telling me about the Wagyu ground beef. Where can I get that? You were telling me about the chimichurri skirt steak. Where's that smoked salmon? It means a lot for a bunch of different reasons, but I believe in the company. I love the products, and thank you for showing out. You can get it delivered right to your home if you want to do that. If you become a Wild Fork member, $1.80 a month, all the delivery fees are covered. You can also go into the store, West Chase, South Tampa, St. Pete, and just go shopping. Maybe for the first time, do that so you can see what's going on. Over 450 items, all the proteins you can imagine, sides, seasonings, fruits, vegetables. Always online at wildforkfoods.com. So this is a great story and a list of sorts. We do have some prizes to give away. Shout out to the almighty, powerful Mike Olivero. He hooked us up with some great prizes, some really, really great prizes. And I'm going to probably hold on to most of these that I'm about to tell you about specifically till Wednesday. But we'll do one pair today if you want them. I've got tickets to see Blink-182. I've got tickets to see Lee Brice. And then this is a damn fine ticket as well. I've got tickets to see Lainey Wilson at the Benchmark International Arena. That was the place that used to be Amel Arena not that long ago. That is Friday, November 7th. So if you call with something good, we'll part with some tickets. 800-771-1025. The headline on this article reads, former friends are revealing why someone they were once close to is now blocked and forgotten. And some of these friends are worse then your enemies. The first scenario, I like this because it kind of goes through a lot of different topics we've covered. And think about this. Next time you think you're doing the right thing. I busted his wife cheating on him. So I did what any good friend would do, and I told him. He responded by first trying to fist fight me for making things up. We haven't talked since, and he is now on his third marriage. That is a dangerous game to play. We've thrown it out there a bunch of times. What do you do if you find out that your buddy's girl or even your buddy is cheating on his girl? And I think that the moral compass on most or some would say, well, you got to do the right thing. You got to let somebody know. But a lot of the times they're going to patch things up, and then you're going to be the odd man out. That is if, like this story here, that is if they even decide to believe you in the first place. And the next thing you know, you're getting blocked and kicked out of somebody's life for thinking that you were doing the right thing.
Yeah, he's in denial about the situation. Now he's blaming you for putting it in his head. He wants to whoop your ass. Friendship over. It
is over. And if you've had to cut a friend loose, whether it be on social media or in real life, hopefully both, we will take that call. 800-771-1025. This one's a little vague, but they failed to keep growing past high school.
I get that. I had a friend that was just like that. Closest friends in high school, but we were both in like that bad boy era of us. Like, oh man, thug life. Let's do crazy stuff. As we got older, he was still part of that life. And I was like, well, no, we probably shouldn't do that. We're adults now. We couldn't be friends anymore.
It is crazy because I try to make it back to my hometown often. I haven't been back in quite a while. Hopefully I'm going to make it back at the end of September. And it's not people that I would consider like closest of close friends that I would cut them off. But it is crazy when you go back and you see people that you spent all of your time with in high school and you go, oh man, it's like we're in a time capsule. Like nothing changed. The way you talk didn't change. Some people still work in the same job, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But it is an underrated thing that some people, they don't move past that. So, they get to high school and by the end of their high school career, like that's as advanced as they're going to get. And I don't mean from a job perspective. I just mean from a human element. Like that is them and that has been them forever. And there's not too much else to it. So why you would end up blocking that person ultimately is on you. I would think maybe like social issues kind of a lot too. Like if you came from a place and you kind of have changed your ways and handle yourself differently, and these people are still acting the way they did all those years ago. This is another great observation of a friend and of a friendship that I don't think people should just ignore. Talked so much I could just put the phone down and let him keep talking and he wouldn't notice. There's something about those type of people, and I think that the two on the list kind of go hand in hand. Talk so much I could just put the phone down and let him keep talking and talking. That person just wants to hear themselves talk. They're probably not worried too much in a mutual back and forth. And I feel like this one is the A1, AB. I realized they weren't genuinely happy for me. When I met a goal or accomplished something, I felt like they were sabotaging me and like I had to hide good news in order to be cool with them. I basically felt jealousy and disdain, and I only focused on the negative things that happened to me to match their energy. I finally decided that was too toxic. They were making me unhappy, so I blocked them and stopped hanging out with them. I think those two type of people can go hand in hand, that they want to tell you all about what they got going on, but if you got something going on, they're either tuning it out or maybe don't even want to hear about it at all. I don't know what you call that character trait, but it's not a good one. If you think you might be that person, go talk to a therapist.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had someone in my life like the latter of that, the second one.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that's never been at least happy for my accomplishments rather than like be like, oh, okay. Well, anyways, here's what I got. You know what I mean? Just change the subject. So.
And I have those friends. This isn't a reason to cut people out, but sometimes I have these, and I think a lot of it has to do with not having kids, because I will talk to people in my life that I don't talk to all the time, old friends, and it will be like they'll go on like a 45-minute bitch fest of everything that's wrong, whether it's their relationship, whether it's their kids, whether it's stress, and I feel bad, and I want to be able to be there and listen to them.
Yeah.
And then they'll go, well, what's going on with you? And you almost feel guilty.
Yeah,
because you don't have anything. Like, I don't have any abundant bitching to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have big picture life stuff to bitch about. Like, the stuff that gets me down in a moment, like, I'm over it. You know what I mean? So it's almost when someone's going through something or they just have a lot of stress in their life, sometimes it can be set up to where they're not really interested in hearing what you have to say because they have their own problems. And I don't think that's a good spot to be in with a friendship.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like they don't want you to answer even if they do ask.
Yes.
Because they're like, they just want you to be like, no, man, let's go into more depth of what's going on with you and your wife. What,
Yeah.
where did that come from? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. It's tough. And again, that doesn't always mean that they're a bad friend or a bad person. I think it's just as life goes on, it makes it harder to connect with those people.
Yeah.
Sometimes at least. Let's check it on the phones. 800-771-1025. If you got a scenario like this, we might just be parting with some tickets today.
I know we're going to hear a good one, man.
I hope so.
A real good one.
Senning Show, you're on the air.
What up, boys? Man, so I don't know if this is going to quite, make the cut, but this has got me thinking about pretty much my best friend that I had back in high school. Picks me up like on a day kind of like today. We go back to his house. We're smoking, hanging out. And then he comes up with a plate of what he called the 813 special, which was a saltine cracker with margarine and then another saltine cracker. And he leaves the room, and I take one, I eat it. And he comes back, he's like, where's all my sandwiches? And I was like,
my sandwiches?
My sandwiches?
It's a butter cracker sandwich, my friend. And he made me walk home in the rain. And I was like, yeah, we're not friends
So
anymore.
you ate one of his snacks while he was in the bathroom. He got mad, and then he kicked you out the house into the rain?
Into the pouring rain, dude.
Something is not adding up here. So did he make one saltine, first of all, psychotic snack.
Yeah.
He made one saltine margarine cookie sandwich, and then you ate that, or did he have a whole platter of them and you ate all of them?
There was a whole plate, and I ate one. I was like, he won't mind. It's one saltine butter sandwich.
How
dude.
long have you been friends with this guy?
It was like 5 or 6 years at that point, and I was like, if you're going to be that petty, like, I don't think we can be boys anymore. Like,
are you sure you didn't do something else? Are you sure you didn't like blow up his bathroom or something else that was weighing on him? Because this makes less than no sense.
No, there was nothing else, man. Dude had a temper, and like, we were pretty stoned, and I guess he was really looking
He's like, I
forward
did bang
to
his sister while she was in the bathroom too.
When he set down the platter of saltine and margarine cookie sandwiches, did he say, "These are mine, dog. Don't touch any of them"? Or he just was like, "Here's a platter," and then that was it?
No, I mean, he just like came in with his snack and then was like, left the room to like go to the bathroom or whatever, and didn't really say, there was no like, hey, don't touch my snacks. It was just like came in, set him down, walked out. I was like, all right, I'm going to eat one. And then, was kicked out of the house. I had to walk like a mile home in the pouring rain.
This is mind blowing. I don't know. I don't know that the dirt is good enough to give you a prize, but I'm also just so fascinated with the story that I don't even know what to think. So you lost a friend over a saltine margarine sandwich.
Over an 813 special.
An 813. Is that on? I thought for sure. And thank you for the call. I'm not giving you anything, but thank you for the call. I thought for sure the 813 special was going to be like he put something on his buddies. Like I thought when he gave him the 813 special, I thought he was going to say, but he didn't tell me there was 150 milligrams of wax on it, and I tripped balls for 2 days.
Yeah,
and then I had to cut him loose.
I was expecting it was going to be tampered with in some way as well.
Yeah, but no tampering. Just
apparently his friend's just a real little bitch over. I hate that you guys are calling them sandwiches.
Yeah, 813 special. I'm looking to see if there's anything on Urban Dictionary about this because
no way.
That's just a thing.
That was his thing.
Yeah, I would think so. 813. No, it is not a real thing that is anywhere. So
it's not like a po' boy, which is like right a certain sandwich you make and stuff. Yeah.
How great would it be if we've got the Cuban in Tampa if like that was our specialty? Everybody was like, "Oh, give me an 813 special," and it was just saltine crackers with margarine. I'd be more. Do you really want to hang out with a guy who's making margarine cracker sandwiches, anyways?
Yeah. What's he going through in his family's life that's his snack? That's
another thing too. He may be considering he's eating that. The guy may be like one step away from homeless. Like he may have may have been his only meal for the day. It's something. We need the guy who kicked him out.
Yes.
We need him on the line ASAP.
So many questions.
Senning Show. Who's this?
Is it me?
It's you, yes. Can you take us off?
Sorry. So I have a good story. I can't say my name because I don't want the people in case
That's
of
fine.
listening.
That's fine. Are you still on Bluetooth or speakerphone?
No, I took it off.
Okay, it's
Is that
sounding
better?
Yep. What's your fake name? Can we give you a fake name?
Call me whatever you want.
How about Debbie?
Debbie.
That's perfect.
Debbie. What's going on, Debbie? What
Okay,
happened?
so we had a group of friends a few years ago. We all hung out every weekend at someone's house. And so this man was, not man, he was a boy. He was friends with these two other guys for his entire life, basically. Well, they were both having sex with his girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. So a devil's three-way breaks out in the house where two people are having sex and neither of the guys.
Well, no.
Wait.
Not in the house, not at the same time, but at their places behind the guy's back.
Okay. Oh, so there's three friends. One guy's getting his girlfriend banged by his two friends without him knowing. Not there, but just in general.
Dude, what a crazy
Right.
thing to
Separately,
be
right?
cheating to be cheating on your man with two of his friends and just letting him run train on the reg.
Right,
That is aggressive. Okay, so we're all caught up on
Okay,
that
so
part
it gets
now.
better.
Okay.
So one of the people was my son's father, but we hadn't been together since he was 6 months old. So
One of the people, meaning one of the guys running the Eiffel Tower on the lovely young lady.
correct.
Okay. Wow, this is a
So,
lot of moving pieces.
but all I could think about was the fact that we were all over there every weekend, and how would I feel if I found out that everybody knew but me?
Wait,
So
you're the
I
girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
But but when he finally finds out, he's going to think back to all of you were hanging out at my house every weekend.
Yes.
Everybody knew but me.
Right.
Like, how would that feel?
Right.
Terrible, right?
And you morally are in the right place where I will say there's far less of a discussion in my own world than in my brain. We just kind of covered that. If there's an illicit affair going on and these people are canoodling behind someone's back, to me, that is in another stratosphere as your girl is getting, spit roasted by the boys and everybody knows about it. This is egregious. And this man has to know immediately, I would think.
Agreed. So I tell my son's father, I said, listen, you have to tell him. If you don't, I'm gonna. I gave him that time to do it. But I mean, because I have to. He's my friend too, right?
Right. What was the relationship? What was the relationship with the two guys that were banging the girl? Were they just like buddies? Were they just like
They were all supposed to be best friends.
What a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you tell him.
Yeah.
If you don't tell him, I'm going to tell him, and then what happens next?
So I give him time. They don't tell him, and so I do. And he pulls out a shotgun and tells me to get out of his yard.
The guy whose wife was getting getting hit from both sides. He pulled out a shotgun and told you to get out of his yard.
Correct.
What happened after that?
I left.
Is that the last time you saw him?
Yes.
So where does the story lead? Does he ever confront the two guys that were railing his girlfriend? Did he leave it right there? What's the evolution of the friend group?
Well, they stopped being friends. Well, one of them is no longer with us. He's passed. That's my son's father. But they stopped being friends for a few years. Yeah.
What happened? I'm sorry. What?
Stroke.
Oh, geez. Oh my gosh. Damn. He wasn't in the midst of railing a lady with another guy when it happened, was he?
No.
Wow.
But yeah, so they stopped being friends. I think the other two are still friends to this day. They stopped for a while, but I believe that they're still friends. But
wow.
I no longer talk to any of them.
What happened to the girl? Is she still out getting railed two at a time these days? Or?
I would imagine so. I don't know. I think she moved to a different city, as far as I know. I think, but I mean, I don't want to get too much into that.
No, you're good.
Separate, terrible story. Yeah.
You've given me so much. You've given us all so much here today.
She's probably giving them so much. STD.
Yeah, that's the wow. What a thing.
I did try to do the right thing, but it backfired pretty bad.
So not everybody has had a shotgun pulled on them. What was that moment like when he pulled out the strap?
Terrifying.
Did he say I'm going to blow your effing brains out, or was he like just get out of here? Or?
No, he's like, just get out of my effing yard. And I was like, what do you mean? I didn't do anything. And, but he was just upset. I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah, no, I
couldn't. You think about what he just, but I mean, it was handled poorly, but yeah.
Wait, he should be upset, but not with you. Yeah,
Agreed.
He never followed up and was like, hey, I might have overreacted when I pulled the shotgun out here. Turns out, I was actually just mad at my whore girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, because I was done. I was out of that. I wasn't really in the group anymore anyway, so it was just, I don't know. It's so much time had passed. I don't even care, but It was a great story for sure.
Wow, what a story. Okay, I'm giving you something, whatever you want. Just hang tight. I'll come to you.
Awesome, thank you.
Commercial break. I don't think we're beating that.
The penetrated by the
by
boys.
twos, and then
Best friends penetrating.
Dude.
When I start making love, I don't just make love, I be stroking.
What is that?
That's what I be.
You don't know this?
No.
I be stroking.
I be stroking.
Dude, I mean, imagine the heartbreak that you could experience if you found out that your beloved was just making love to one person, and then you find out she's just being used as used and abused on both ends, and probably God knows how many holes. It's just I'm not saying I understand the guy who pulled out the gun, on her at least.
Yeah.
But that's a moment that I hope not a lot of men have had to deal with. You're like, hey, your girl, she's not cheating on you with just one man, but it's a double tag team scenario.
If someone told me that's why Raja Jackson jumped in the ring, I'd go, okay, that makes sense.
If you told me that Psycho Stu had been tag teaming Raja's girlfriend with another man, I'd go, okay, it's all starting to make a little more sense here.
You should have let him beat him a little more.
Damn, what a crazy, crazy story. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's Vroom Vroom o'clock. We had some nighttime racing in Daytona on Saturday night. I want to dig into that a little bit. One of the wilder finishes that I think we've seen in NASCAR in a bit. The winner went from 13th to first place on the last lap, and we got to talk about it. Coming up next on more Senning Show, making way for John's Joints at 3 o'clock with Drew Garabo.
Winner from 2 p.m. from the show.
Oh, hell yeah. Do we have a name? Do we know yet?
Jonathan Tate.
Jonathan Tate. Shout out, homie. $1,000 richer. Your next chance at $1,000 comes at
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. So make sure you're keeping it locked to the bone. People are winning. You love to see it. We'll do a little Vroom Vroom update. And if you're out there walking around in the storms feeling like you can never be struck by lightning, another local example of that just not being the case. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
Last year. Or maybe it might be that you're planning on making love tonight.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Zero is back, baby, at Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. John Senning here, and if you are in the market for a new truck or SUV, the time is now to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford. Right now, during Ford's summer sales event, you can get 0% APR financing for 48 months. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, plus a complimentary 2-year maintenance plan on select new Ford models. If you've been waiting for the best time to get a new truck or SUV, the time is now because this sale ends September 2nd. Furman Ford has a massive inventory of almost 400 new Fords to choose from. And if you're in the need for service and you can't make it into the dealership, Furman Ford's mobile service comes right to your home, office, or anywhere. Certified technicians, genuine parts, quality work right at your doorstep. Visit them today on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
At Bernetti, PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
At Cherry Home CDJR, get $15,000 off a new Ram 1500 during the Make This the Summer sales event. Plus, get new cars with 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Online at cherryhome.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
Are you ready to elevate your social game? This is John Senning here for Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, your go-to spot for fun and relaxation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is not just any hangout. It's a community social club with incredible weekly events. On Wednesday, karaoke night, where you can unleash that inner rock star. On Thursday, test your knowledge with trivia night. Great questions, great prizes, and even better company. You need some relaxation? Well, treat yourself on any one of their many massage nights and let your stress just melt away. Showcase your talents at open mic night or strategize with fellow enthusiasts with the ever popular Sunday Chess Club. The night market is a must-visit visit with local vendors, delicious food, and handcrafted goodies that are sure to make it a night to remember. Dive into the amazing events going on at Cavo Social Club today and visit them online at thecavosocialclub.com and on social media at Cavo Social Club. Cavo Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
Now is the time to check your homeowner's insurance and ensure that you're covered before the next storm hits. Italiano Insurance can help give you that peace of mind. Even if your mortgage company doesn't require flood insurance, your home could still be at risk for flood. And now's the time to make sure your family is fully protected. Call 813-877-7799 or visit ItalianoInsurance.com today. Italiano Insurance, serving our community for over 60 years.
Hey, it's Drew Garabo for Achieva Credit Union, and one of the things I love so much about Achieva, where I've been a member for the last 10 years, is their community involvement. Right there on their website, you can donate to Achieva Cares and help people in need right here in our community. I mean, they've also got great rates when it comes to auto loans and mortgages and quick turnarounds and all of that, but I really, really love the community involvement. Find out more and become a member by going to achievacu.com. That's ACHIEVACU.com.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Bring home Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning on digital now. Tom Cruise stars in this action-packed thrill ride critics are calling the biggest and wildest mission yet, with over 50 minutes of jaw-dropping extras when you buy on digital. Available at participating retailers. Rated PG-13 from Paramount Pictures.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Can you believe the finish that we are about to see? Cole Custer and Ryan Blaney. This would be epic. The Haas factory team. Ryan Blaney ahead of Custer, coming to the line. Ryan Blaney's going to do it.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Black Betty had a child.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Helping you get through a dreary Monday after what was probably a dreary weekend. 800-771-1025 live streaming video on YouTube, 1025 The Bone. Just look it up and that little circle will be glowing. Click on it and you can join the 250 people currently watching live and interacting in the chat room. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I had very, very low hopes that there would be any race on Saturday night in Daytona because in my mind, all of the rain that was here was moving towards Daytona. I had to hit up our buddy Mike from Mike's Weather Page early in the day on Saturday. I said, the race isn't happening, is it? He said, I bet yes. And what do you know? No delays, no problems with rain at all. They didn't, definitely not since I've been paying such close attention. They didn't get to qualify or practice. So pretty much nobody had been on the track when they hit the race on Saturday. And it feels like drivers have different opinions about the super speedways like Talladega and Daytona. It really is just the most fun to watch. And you get scenarios like the one that unfolded on Saturday night where Ryan Blaney went from 13th place to first place in pretty much the last lap alone. It was absolutely wild. I will say our buddy, our number 11, Denny Hamlin, was in the center of all of the drama all night long. He crashed when the big crash happened, and then had problems later on. Did not have a great night, but things are now all set for the playoffs. The playoffs are set. Reddick and Bowman were the last two in. Kyle Larson, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, Josh Berry, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, Alex Bowman. Those are the drivers that can possibly win the championship. And now's when it gets real interesting. If you hadn't paid attention all season long, which some people do that with lots of sports, and I don't blame you, now's a great time to get in because you can see who's in the midst. Every 3 races, they cut drivers out, and that ultimately leads to a race-off at the last race in Phoenix with 4 drivers capable of winning. So it's getting juicy now.
Who do you have winning it all?
I'm deep in on Denny. Whether I just want Denny to win. So I'm picking him. I'm hoping that it's him, and I'm very excited. And the race on Saturday night was just wild to watch. I should have sent it to myself. Hold on, I got to.
Sorry, when was the Phoenix race? You're saying
that's still weeks and weeks away.
Okay.
we
got to plan something for that.
Yeah,
man.
that would be fun for the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be 10 races from now. So
okay.
I don't think it's exactly 10 weeks away, but sort of.
So we're looking at like November.
Yes, it is in November. It is in November. I did want to play this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it quick enough because you know how I was kind of complaining about the people that do the gentlemen start your engines, the drivers start your engines thing. I think we got one that really fit the bill, matched the energy. And what do you know? It took a pro wrestler to properly fire people up because it was Kevin Owens from the WWE that did it. And I think it was one of the best I've heard.
Drivers, start your engines!
Maybe could have been a little bit longer.
Yeah.
A little more emphasis on the engines.
You hyped it up so much.
But
I feel like that was a letdown.
They're also, here's the thing, dude. They're so weak. They are 99% of the time so weak with such lack of energy.
Start your engines!
I mean, that did it
I feel like you have to be like a gentleman.
Start your engine. Yeah, it needs to be a little more elongated.
Yeah.
If we were rating it, although it was good and better than most, there's something to needing to put a little more work into it.
If we get this race done at the go-kart thing that we want to do with listeners and everything, who would you want to be announcing the start your engine?
Oh, like
it can't be you because you're in the race.
From the Bona-verse or
your verse, Senning verse. Who do you think would be best for that? Could be someone here at the Bone. Could be someone mutual to the Bone.
Man. I'm trying to think who's out there that I know just has the the first voice that pops into my head just because he's got the voice is Ed Weigel.
Okay.
Who is, and that just on the voice alone, I know that I'm overlooking some.
Like a Josh Maloney who's just a good
Josh
good
Maloney would be would be somebody else. I'm trying to think of somebody either from the building or around, with the pro wrestler theme. EC3, Ethan Carter III, is a friend. I would call him a friend, and he's a pro wrestler. So I think that pro wrestling energy could really benefit the whole deal.
Linda Hope. And she drops her little thing like grease.
That would be super funny. That would not be the energy that we're looking for, but something about having an 85-year-old OnlyFans model Juggalo lady doing the driver start your engines does feel very on brand for us.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, lock it in, Linda. Reach out,
dude. So I will say this: the last little note on NASCAR, dude. It does look like there is a legitimate possibility that Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan are going to lose that team.
Why?
Yeah, because, dude, all of this, and it's so in the mud that I can't claim to know everything about it, but because of this court battle that's going on between NASCAR and the 2311 team and this whole charter process, which is pretty much how NASCAR brings in new teams that aren't the big ones. It feels like NASCAR is going to, or already has a buyer in place that could scoop that spot up from underneath Denny and Michael Jordan. Now, they could have a hidden card. It's all going to come out in a trial. I think that's going to be around Christmas time or in the month of December. So it could change. But from what NASCAR is saying, they're saying they have an interested buyer and that they're ready to make the move, which anything you could do, and I know that it's not going the way that NASCAR wants, and I fully don't understand it, but what I do know is anything you could do to keep Michael Jordan involved with your sport, you should do.
Yeah.
And I also feel like Michael Jordan's the type of guy where if you wrong him or if he feels like he's been done dirty, he will take all of the power in his life to get you back. And I think that we could be hearing a lot near the end of the year about the fight between Michael Jordan and NASCAR. And who can win? I'm not sure.
We got a text from someone in the Boneverse.
In the Boneverse?
Don't look.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not looking.
Someone who feels their name should be one of the top names for this.
Is it Drew?
No.
Okay. Are they on the air?
Yes.
On the bone?
Yes.
All right.
It's done. Announcements.
Is it Galvin?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Galvin
Yeah.
in the
He would
suit.
be- yeah.
Galvin in the dude. That also doesn't. I don't know that the suit goes with the racing vibe.
No.
But if we could get Galvin in maybe some cutoff jean shorts and a dirty wife beater.
Oh, yeah.
Being our white trash announcer, and that's not Galvin. Is not. He would have to play the part. Dude, that would be a dream come true. Oh man, I kind of didn't mention him because I didn't know if he'd be interested. But
That's what I was kind of thinking when we were saying this. I go, he's not gonna want to do that for us. He's gonna be like, no.
That would be fun, dude. That would be a lot of fun. And then also Galvin, he'll kind of he'll have two spots. Not that I'm looking to put him to work. He'll announce it, and then he'll also be the dude. It's like running the bootleg gambling on the side for people can like put dollars on the like you'll visit Galvin, and he'll be the one taking everybody's money to bet on who's gonna win the races and stuff. There's a whole thing.
This is coming together.
We can absolutely make it happen. Dude, that's good. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Robin. Hey, John. Hi, Dizzy.
Hey, Robin. How are you?
I'm doing good. I wanted to thank you. I went to that wild horse thing.
How can we forget you? How can we forget you, Robin?
Listen, didn't I tell you I was going to win those Busch Gardens tickets?
You did.
I did.
And you absolutely
did. And then I rubbed my husband and said, you're going to win the cooler.
She did.
Next thing up, he wins the cooler.
She rubbed her husband, and she made me watch, too. She said, look at this. I'm going to rub my husband. Robin, you may remember, she was, can I say where we met you? Is that okay? So she was with the National Aviation Academy tent at the Bone Beach Bash.
Oh, yeah.
She was asking about one of the many people that asked about you yesterday. Yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I was so glad that you guys won not only the Busch Gardens passes, but a badass cooler as well. So thanks for coming out.
All right, we'll see you at the next one. Thanks, guys.
You're the best. Thank you so much. So much fun. Such a fun group of people. And I wanted to touch on this as a little bit of a pre-joint, if you will. Maybe it was before I moved to Florida. Maybe it was before I became smart enough. I thought that it took a lot to get struck by lightning. I thought that if you got struck by lightning, you must have the worst luck or it's a 1 in a million chance. Well, it turns out if you live in Florida and if you live in Tampa, it's pretty damn likely because Tampa has long been known as the lightning capital of the country. And this past week, it lived up to its name. It was a typical Monday afternoon, turned into quite the scene for a Seminole man who was indirectly struck by lightning. We got an email from Matthew Inglet. He's an attorney who wanted to highlight the owner of a pizza shop. This is from Tampa Bay 20. They changed their name from Action News. It's very confusing. Who wanted to highlight the owner of a pizza shop who saved that man's life. He says, my client did something. What a thing, by the way. You save a guy's life, and you save the guy's life, so you get some points there, but you save a guy's life, and then you go, let's have my attorney email all the news so everybody knows what hero I am. My client did something many others would not do and saved this young man's life. I wanted to make you aware so you can cover the story. Travis Kurtz, he's a 30-year-old survivor, says, I have a second outlook on life. He's counting his blessings after surviving a lightning strike last Monday. He said it was the most scared he'd ever been in his life. He didn't know it was going to happen. Almost a week later, he turned to the spot where it happened outside of Risotto's Pizzeria in Seminole. He said it was a typical work day as the property manager at this complex. He was doing his normal walkthrough, and then all of a sudden, zap! It came out of nowhere. There was no rain. Everything became a blur for the dude that got struck by lightning, but not for Mark Risotto, the hero in this story. The pizza shop owner helped save his life. He said, I felt the whole building rumble. Risotto heard it all unfold from inside the restaurant. He goes out there. He starts helping the guy. He calls 911 in mere seconds. He finds the guy laying face down on the ground, lifted him up. He was choking on mud and grass. Oh. This dude's taking the mud and grass out of his mouth, and ultimately helped probably save his life so he didn't choke on all that before the ambulance arrived. His heart was beating at an insane rate. He was hot as can be. There was still electricity pumping through his body. And what do you know? The owner of the pizza shop is being heralded as a hero. And let's not forget that, because his lawyer sent an email and he wanted everybody to know that. But he is a hero. But really just, I now find myself looking around the sky, even when it's not storming, realizing that it can happen to anybody, which I still don't fully believe it.
Have you ever been close enough to see lightning strike something, or like be close enough where it's so loud that
I've heard it where I think it's got to be close. Yeah, I really think that, but it's never been so close that I don't think electricity running through my body. And this guy still struggling with memory loss and motor skills, but his girlfriend is there for him, and he's expected to make a full recovery. But just those little moments where you're like, yeah, maybe it'll storm, maybe it won't. Next thing you know, you could be face down, choking on mud, and you can only hope that you'll have a hero like this pizza shop owner to pull the mud and dirt out of your mouth and save your life.
Where we are, if they're no place, all I hear is lightning, like it's right across the fence from
it
us.
is.
It's insane right
It's
now.
also been that type of summer. I think there's been storms that have had more close lightning strikes in Tampa than ever before. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I think everyone heard it.
Yeah, it was a little. There's a
the look on your face after it happened.
Well, I thought I was just taking a breath out, and it turned out there was something else in there. It's boiled peanut. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
What it tastes like?
Cajun seasoning. It actually.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, 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 vroom. What up? Who's this?
This is Cajun Cowboy.
Hey, Cajun Cowboy. Did you make that
Daytona?
Did you get that sweet ass to Daytona?
Friday night and Saturday night, brother.
Dude, how was the weather as a whole? I couldn't believe that race went off with zero hitches.
Perfect.
Dude, it was quite the race. Did you have a good? Where were your tickets from the bone for Saturday?
Our seats were in the 321 section, right there at the opening of Pit Road. We seen all the wrecks and everything.
Oh, nice. So you were close to the big one that took everybody out?
Yep.
Oh man, that's awesome. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you had a great time. Even though you may have cheated the system that day, I'm still glad that you went.
Well, I followed the directions. I called, and I watched you on the thing, and when you called, when you answered, I answered the question.
You did pretty damn good. I will say the last thing that needs to happen now is you need to come through with the gumbo, like you've been promising us for essentially the last 6 months.
I will. I got that on my list.
All right, man.
Okay, I believe him.
Well, I'm glad that you went, and I appreciate you listening, buddy.
After the first, my wife really got into it.
Dude, it is an interesting. You're saying, wait, you cut out a little bit after the first race on Friday. Is that what you were saying?
No, after the first stage Saturday, my wife really got into it.
Yeah, it was a great race. Like it was some races you kind of dip in and out of, and your attention span takes you away. It was I was locked in all night. There was a hell of a race on Friday night as well. So thank you, Cajun Cowboy. I appreciate it. Fun little story. You know, so the guy that fell off his car, Connor Zilich, broke his collarbone. He started the race, had to have somebody hop in for him after a couple laps because he's still so hurt.
Yeah.
That guy won the race.
Oh, really?
So he's still, like, that still goes towards Connor Zilich.
That's pretty impressive. I didn't even know you could do that.
And they announced on Saturday that dude is moving up to the Cup Series. So we'll be seeing him because
in substitute for him.
No, so he's been racing in the Xfinity Series, which is the lower ranking. He's now moving up to the Cup Series.
Okay,
so he'll be with all the big dogs next year. Do not go anywhere. Vroom, vroom, baby. Thank you. When we come back, it's time to dig into John's joints. Lots to get to today. Dude, sometimes Grady Jud has a funny thing to say, and sometimes Grady Jud has a Hall of Fame thing that he does. We've got some audio from Grady Jud that is going into the Hall of Fame. And a story out of Sarasota. I'm hoping there's an update. But the dangers of children playing in the floodwaters. I'll have that and a bunch more as Drew Garabo joins us for John's Joints next. Keep it locked to Senning Show. Get in the YouTube, 1025 The Bone. And we got another chance at $1,000 here on The Bone at 5 o'clock. Don't go anywhere.
You slobber and you slur, sloppy drunk, you're sad as hell. If you weren't kin to me, they'd have thrown your ass in jail.
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone Bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 1025 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. The Bone Bonus is back. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE. Taco Dirty is your spot for fast and healthy Mexican. Build your own bowls, tacos, nachos, and burritos just how you like them. Enjoy Taco Tuesday deals happy hour from 2 to 6 every day, plus 10% off for military and first responders. Visit Taco Dirty in South Tampa and at their new Riverview location.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers Weight Loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/radio. forhers.com/radio.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
The Bone. Real, raw radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Joints with your host, John Senning.
Start me up. The way your body moves is criminal. The way you stole my heart was robbery. And now you're looking for your getaway. Getaway, getaway.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Bringing a little light to your dreary Monday, hopefully. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. And every afternoon is a bit of a precursor to the main event that takes place at 4 o'clock. We're joined by the man himself. A real lightning rod on social media this past weekend. No pun intended for the guy that was struck by lightning, and shout out to the hero that saved him. Drew Garabo in the building.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Dude, I wasn't putting it together, and I don't know how long you stayed, But the one of the takeaways from the Bucks preseason game this past weekend was Shiloh Sanders and the punch that he threw that may or may not have been the reason that he was cut from the team. So did you see it? Were you close enough to be able to see it in real time?
Yeah, we were club level, and as soon as he did it, Sergeant Flynn and I looked at each other and we're like, that's his last play as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Yeah.
Idiot.
It's one of those things where I know that you get in the heat of the moment and that it's all just machismo and adrenaline, but when you're fighting for a place on the team in the first place, like he might have not made it either way. You know what I mean? Like it was, but you can't do those things in the preseason and expect to be on the team.
And Monica made a good point during JP. It's not just bad that he did it and got cut by the Bucks, but now other teams are watching that and go, well, I'm not signing this kid. He's a loose cannon. He doesn't know how to control his temper and stuff.
I mean, they made it so easy for them to cut him.
Early on in your career, and I mean, I'm sure it is always, maybe you get less of the benefit of the doubt when you don't have anything, you haven't proved anything, you haven't done anything. We looked at an Antonio Brown, who by the time he came to the Bucks, I think a lot of people were going, how in the hell is any team on planet Earth signing this guy? Probably because Tom Brady swore he would keep him in line, and he was also really, really good. Yeah. So when you don't have a resume to prop yourself up on, I think you're just toast at that point.
Yeah, we stayed right till after. I think we stayed almost one series too long. In the third quarter, I was like, well, it's a preseason game. Let's go. And literally 10,000 people agreed, and they left right.
They all
behind
figured
us.
it out at the same exact. Did you make it out? I would imagine not the craziest of. Did you guys Uber or did you drive?
I drove. We had a parking space in lot 14, and we got out right before the crush.
Right at prime time. Good.
Leaving a Bucks game is no fun, man.
It's not for the faint of heart. It really, the people that have it figured out is you have to just let go of all of it and then stay. You have to, like the post tailgate, where you just get back to your ride and have a couple, coffee drinks or a couple burgers, whatever it is, where you just chill out and maybe sober up and let everybody leave. That's the place to be, because you're never going to hack the system. No. And I think that's my problem, is every time I'm leaving a game, I think that's the time that I figured out the side road to go down and figure it out. And, love Raymond James for a bunch of different reasons, but it is in a place that makes it very hard to get out of when you're trying to leave.
And I will say this, lot 14 is not very well instructive as
Which
far
one
as
is that?
where you leave. It's across Himes from the
that's
stadium.
the one. It's actual parking lots, not grass, right?
No, it's a huge actual parking lot, and there are no adequate signs saying get out this way, so you end up circling all around the bitch.
Oh yeah, I will. I've been known to get a little aggressive during this moment, so I try to just make it so I don't have to do it very often. John's Joints today brought to you by Tza Energy. I swear by this product. I love this product. I'm rocking a banging black cherry right now, like I am pretty much 99.9% of every single day. It is the pouch that you dip between your cheek and your gum, developed by local doctor and friend of the show, Brent Agan. If you're trying to beat a habit, first and foremost, it's great for that. If you're dipping, vaping, zinning, smoking, maybe you just want to stay away from the snacks. Some people, when they get a little craving, they'll pop in a Tza, and that will satiate them. It's also going to give you great energy, and that's why I love it. It's a different way to get that energy in your body than the energy drinks or whatever else you might do. You can stock up at tzaenergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. Available now in Walmart, 7-Elevens, Amazon, where you can subscribe and save no matter how you get a pouch, as long as you get one in your mouth. Tza Energy. Why spit when you can swallow? Nice. I think this is going in to the Grady Jud Hall of Fame. I'm looking at the story I have in front of me is from the New York Post, so they're kind of not as warm and fuzzy with Grady, but Grady Jud donned an alleged drug kingpin's gold chain and bracelet while blasting the deadly trade that paid for his bling. Grady Jud, at a press conference on Friday, flashed the thick gold necklace around his neck as he alleged that Nathaniel Nate Donald and other members operated a drug ring that resulted in the overdose death of one elderly woman. And I believe I have the audio. Man, he just... It's not that he doesn't care. It's not that he has no F's to give, but it kind of is. Like he just... Like, I think a lot of it has to do with where we are. But if another sheriff did this in another state or another city, it would be a 5-alarm fire. Everybody would be losing their mind. Here in Florida, we celebrate it, and we really like to see it. So to fully have the picture painted as he walks up to the podium here.
He's in blackface.
He's one step away from being in blackface with a very large gold chain around his neck.
I got their drip. I got their body. We got their guns. We got their dope. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Last week we did a press conference as a result of a grand jury indictment for first-degree murder because this team, these guys at the top, sold the drugs that killed a 65-year-old lady. I told you last week that we would be back and talk now about this wire.
Do you think that line was handed to him? Like, I know that he's pretty hip and he's on social media a lot and he's had rap songs written about him. But do you think the line, I got their drip when he walked up, do you think that was a Grady original, or does he have some sort of ghostwriter that's like, hit him with, I got the drip, I got their drip when you get out there?
His PIO is pretty cool and hip, and I believe that she probably gave it to him.
Yeah, 32 alleged criminals behind bars as he flashed all of their jewels and pistols. A $50,000 chain. That chain is $50,000.
Good Lord.
Is it? I'm not a bling guy. I'm not a wear it around my neck type guy. I don't know that a necklace should ever be $50,000.
I try not to lose respect for dudes when they spend all that money on ice, but on the first episode of that show Receivers on Netflix, Justin Jefferson busts out his ice collection, and it's millions of dollars in chains, and I just don't understand it.
Would you, if you had disposable money, Diz, do you think you could ever see yourself spending $50,000 on a necklace?
No, when I was younger, like a teenager, I always thought that was like the coolest thing ever. You'd see the rappers have that and all that. Then when you get older, you're like, well, that doesn't seem practical. You're just trying to show that you have money and status by putting a bunch of money on your neck. That seems dumb to me.
Do you think there's an element of, I'm going to try to explain this the right way.
All right.
So, is there an element of you brought my people over here in chains?
Oh, yeah, I've heard that before.
And now I'm choosing to wear one that costs $1 million, like a defiance to it, maybe?
I had never heard that. I mean, have you ever heard it?
No, it's just it's a theory I have.
When I don't know the right way to ask this, but like, would it be a subconscious thing? Or because I don't think that every person of color who's ever bought a $50,000 chain had that thought.
No.
So is it an initial thought that now is taking on a life of its own? I'm not really sure. But
I feel like I heard Killer Mike or someone discuss something like that.
Yeah.
'Cause I've heard that before. And I don't agree to it, but it's a good theory to kind of have. Like, all right, we're flipping it. The same way.
You can do with that money, though, man.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, give it to charity. Like, $1 million is life-saving. $50,000 would change someone's life on the street.
Well, and also, what if it was a $5,000 chain? You know what I mean? Like, spending $1,000 on a chain is a lot of money. Like, to think that it can go, and I mean, I'm looking at it. It looks like a cool chain. And if you know, you know. But I don't know how many people actually know. Like, if you're walking around with that chain,
right?
Does the average person know that you spent $50,000 on it? And isn't that really, at the end of the day, what you're hoping for? Do you not want people to go, oh man, look at that, look at that drip?
Yeah, and then stick you up.
There was a documentary going over like rap videos and all that, and how the people in charge of that would go, well, we would just buy something on, let's say, like an Amazon that would look like it's $50,000, but honestly, it's just $50 because it was just shot.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know the difference unless you literally had the thing that would come and test it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was trying to find out more details about the woman that died. It wasn't on this.
65 years old.
Oh, I think I got it here.
Too old to be doing drugs.
So it's you would think, according to Elijah. Oh no, that's not it either.
She's no Linda Hope.
Dude,
she can handle her drugs.
Yeah, dude. She's not. Did you hear me talk about how Linda Hope's got the jug flu?
No,
dude. The gathering might be the thing that.
Oh no,
puts her down.
She's old.
But they also, I did get a message from Tyler today that said that Violent J called her today for her birthday.
Oh.
Like, they're full blown juggalos. So it says she was walking. So I don't know what the drug was. Troy Walker was among those arrested. He sold drugs to a 65-year-old woman on a Saturday night last September. On Sunday morning, she was walking out of her house to go to church when she collapsed and died. Just so, and this is a Grady Jud quote, just so Nate could have this drip. Did you hear what I said? He's buying this drip from selling drugs to people on the streets, one of which died. Last week, with Walker still in jail, a grand jury indicted him on a first-degree murder charge. Had to be fentanyl, right? Or something cut with fentanyl.
Yeah.
And what did the old lady think she was taking?
Probably
like, clearly she was probably...
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Did that mean she was doing I mean, not that people don't go do drugs and go to church, but coke doesn't seem like a church drug.
Probably the night before. But
I don't know if it
could just be part of her lifestyle. It wasn't, I'm taking coke to go to church. It's, I'm taking coke to start my day.
Because
You know
they
what I mean?
did find, they found so much stuff. And it could have been just maybe she thought she was taking an oxy. Maybe she thought she was just taking a painkiller and she couldn't get it from the doctor. Marijuana, fentanyl, crack, MDMA, oxycodone, hydrocodone, ketamine, all being sold by this guy.
Damn.
Grady saying he was a bit of a local pharmacist. That is an underrated element of drugs and the fentanyl thing that maybe it's not that big of an issue, but with the healthcare system the way that it is and some prescription drugs being hard to get or maybe people aren't writing scripts for them, that underbelly of people who are actually hurting that probably really could use it, having to go to the streets to get their drugs, and then eventually, next thing you know, you're walking out of your house to go to church and you drop dead.
65 too.
But it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to. I'm gonna have to do a deeper dive to find out what kind of drugs this woman thought she
big
was.
in Polk County, John.
Yeah, we are. If you happen to be this old lady's grandchild and you know what your grandma was doing in the way of drugs before she died going to church, please let us know.
Or any grandparents, really. If you're in Polk County and you have any grandparents doing any kind of hard drugs, we'd love to hear about it.
Really, man, imagine the like the old. You think she was 65 is not super old.
Thanks.
Not enough to be like in the old person community. You know how like old people. Like the thing back when I was young, all the old men used to go to the McDonald's and drink coffee every morning.
Yeah.
Something like that, where like all the old people in a certain area kind of attract to one place. So if anybody in her circle knows what happens, we take that call. This is not shocking, but it's interesting to bring up. A new study from Carfax shows that Florida has overtaken other states for the highest number of flood-damaged vehicles on the used car market in 2025. The Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota area ranks second only to Houston in U.S. cities with the most of these cars that get back on the road. So it's not just the cars that are getting flooded. If you have eyeballs and you drive the streets, you can see cars are getting flooded. But then these people put a little lipstick on the pig, try to make it so that nobody can tell, and then they try to sell a flooded car. Ugh. It is sometimes I just wonder what happens to all those cars. Like I don't know a number, but I would imagine over 100 cars, and that's on the lightest of light ends, on Saturday alone, just in St. Pete, might have went underwater. And that's parking lots. That's people that were out on the road. You look at what happened down in Sarasota yesterday. Lakewood Ranch, large parts of Lakewood Ranch went underwater. And, you lose your car. Like you lose your car, and there's that element of it. And then if you're in the market to buy a used car, you got to worry about people fixing up a flooded car and trying to sell it to you.
Yeah, and the reason Carfax releases that report is because they're the ones who do the test on it. They want to make sure.
They want people to know. Just go to Furman Ford and get a used car, and then you won't have to worry about any of that.
Hell yeah.
And did we push through a law that like now if people drive through flooded water?
I wanted to bring that up.
No wake.
Yeah, dude, and that is it hasn't affected my house, but I have seen with my own eyes how simple it could be if the water was a little bit higher. Like on Saturday, our road was full of water and it was coming up past the sidewalk. And when a big truck would come through, it's not making it to my front door at all. But you think about the places like Shore Acres and others where you feel lucky because it came right up to your door. Like you're just like, oh my God, thank goodness it just came up to my door. And then a car comes through, a truck comes through, and then that whole wave of water, when you found yourself almost safe, has now rushed into your house. And and I think they have to. I think they have to do that. And I think that Shore Acres and I think Mayor Pete was behind even trying to push that law, because what a bummer when you think you've made it and it turns out you did not, just because somebody else wanted to cruise on through.
Yeah, and the only cars that can make it down like your road, et cetera, are big trucks, and they're going to produce a huge wake.
It really is. It really is crazy. It's like a fun thing to say, or people say, oh, Florida's sinking. Oh, yeah, this is going to be underwater. I don't think it's the craziest thing ever. Like, I don't think Florida is going to not exist in 10 years, but something is happening, whether it's the water table, whatever, maybe it's more rain, worse storms. It just feels like, having been around this area for a long time, we're talking about flooding in certain areas, flooding way more often than ever before.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, Sergeant Flynn, is a superintendent of a golf course, and he said the water table right now is insane, like biblical floods.
Well, and you look at, and again, things are crazy quiet right now in the tropics. There's nothing that we're even watching or worried about at this moment. But you just have to go. If that's on a bad Saturday, what happens if the wrong storms, and not even the whole thing, just a bunch of rain over the span of a couple days. It feels like the ground can take it less this year than it could last year. So
yeah, because Saturday wasn't real. I mean, it was just a day of rain, right? Like in St. Pete, you guys didn't have like a supercell over you, did you?
Well, I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but I wasn't home for a big chunk of it, so I don't know what it was like, because I was in, I guess, the South Tampa area, and it was coming down a bit at a couple different times. But by the time I got home, it wasn't really raining. And then I saw Dennis Phillips say a small part of St. Pete got over 7 inches of rain in about 4 hours. And when I'm looking at the map, it's almost exactly over Meadowlawn. It's almost exactly over our neighborhood. And these storms happen, and I think that's what took place yesterday with Sarasota. You get these little areas that just get so much more rain than everybody else, and depending on where they are, they can't take it.
Sink, Florida sink.
We're on our way. A bit of an update on a story that I think we brought you a couple weeks ago. And your first thought may be, this man is disgusting, this man is wrong, and you wouldn't be completely out of line for that. But there's something about a man who has a passion. A registered repeat offender who made headlines for sniffing women's butts has been arrested again. The suspect, who is 38 years old, he's Khalees Crowder, was re-arrested on Wednesday of last week after reports of yet another sniffing incident at a Walgreens in Burbank, California. The store called the police to report the incident, and he was arrested just a few hours later. Crowder was already on parole and has a documented history of similar arrest for lewd conduct. This goes all the way back to 2021. And I'm not saying this as an excuse. This man is addicted to sniffing butts.
Yeah.
Like it is a passion for him. It has been reported that Crowder has been arrested again for a similar incident last month. That's when we talked about, but that was just one of many of this guy. He just kind of gets in a position. When women are looking at the shelf doing their shopping, he acts like he dropped something. He gets close and he just brings his face right into a booty and.
I'm not here to apologize for the guy.
Oh.
What law is he? Okay, are you breaking a law if you put your nose close to a lady's butt and smell? I'm not saying it's right.
Dude, that's it's a fair question.
What law am I breaking? I'm not touching you.
It's the ultimate sibling effect. Yeah. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm just sniffing your butt. Yeah. I mean, there is. So it was. What do they say here? What do they say?
What do they charge him with?
Sniffing? Lewd behavior.
Oh,
yeah, it's pretty lewd.
Lewd behavior is all that it says. So you think that gets you on a sex offender list?
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, you can't go on a bus and look at a girl and like have your hand down your pants playing with yourself and think you're not going to get charged.
Oh, yeah.
But what if I just sniff their butts?
Like I'm not touching. I'm not doing anything
touching
sexual.
Myself. I'm not. And again, I don't believe that we're simping for the butt sniffer, but it would be good to you nail down these laws just so we don't find it. A guy might think he's not breaking a law just because.
We'll check with Mo, but I don't think that the touching is then where the law is being broken.
Suppose like a young lady is bent over in the rack at Target. I happen to be tying my shoe, and I think about a really sad moment that happened. This movie I watched called Togo with the dead dog, and I start crying, and I'm like,
yeah.
And she thinks I'm sniffing her butt, and all of a sudden I'm a sex offender.
Yeah, that's a good point, and very possible.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like we all get emotional at times, and I don't want to be locked up egregiously or erroneously because somebody thought I was sniffing a butt.
Okay.
This is not connected at all, but I was trying to find the guy's name. So my mom was with us over the weekend, and she is, like, if you think I'm into the true crime stuff, like she's on another level. And she was watching this guy, and we started just watching all of his videos, and I'm trying to find his name, but he's one of these pedophile hunter guys.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those videos are absolutely insane. They're insane for a million different reasons. The biggest one being a lot of times they think initially the guy's just delivering a package, and they will tell this guy everything under the sun. I don't know if it's a case of like it just weighs so heavy on these people, but they will just start telling all of their dirty, sordid details of the kids that they're looking or talking to online. And eventually it switches pretty quick. But we watched this guy last night who he didn't even know who this man was. And he sat for 45 minutes telling him all of the terrible things he was doing online when it comes to sending young girls, some as young as 10,
oh my God,
pictures of himself. And the crazy part is they feel so safe. They think there's nothing going on. And then at the end, to see the look on their face when the cops show up is something else. And some of the cops aren't happy with them.
Well, I can imagine. I think probably they are overcome with guilt, and they just can't wait to tell someone.
Well, and the thing is that you would go on the surface. How would a police officer not be through the moon? But you kind of can feel it when you're watching it in real time that they've got so much catch-up work to do and try and figure out what's real and what's not, that it probably frustrates. Like, you show up there and they don't even know really what's going on, and then next thing you know, this guy that you've never seen before, who could be just as crazy as the other guy, is like, yeah, he's been messaging a 13-year-old girl on Roblox, but it's really me, and I'm here, and he thought he was meeting up with a 13-year-old girl, and he sent me pictures of his penis and all of this. It's just it's a lot to ingest as a police officer. And I think these people ultimately should be locked up. But those moments when the officer first shows up are interesting to see how they react.
And I imagine the cops are a little frustrated because when they do a sting operation, they've got a trail of evidence.
Yeah.
If it's just some random schmuck and he's like, oh, this guy was talking to me, how do you know you didn't manipulate all of it?
Right. And how that can be proven in a court of law, I don't know what the precedent is on those people, but it also just a not that we needed too much of an update, but the amount of just people doing bad. And this guy that we were watching last night, the guy kind of starts pushing back on him, like, what's wrong with you? And he goes, well, I do this, to let these kids know, someone's got to smarten these kids up. Someone's got to let them know about the bad people on the internet. So I once I get to the point to where I'm sending them a picture of a penis or whatever, then I got to be like, well, you can't be doing this.
This is when the lesson.
Like he's out there teaching the youth of America a lesson or something like that.
Doing hero work.
Something like that.
Wasn't that their go-to, though, to catch a predator? He was like, oh, she's coming to make sure she's safe.
Yeah.
Because she should not be talking to people like that and blah, blah, blah.
And she likes Skittles and condoms, so I thought I'd bring those.
I figured she was hungry.
That's exactly.
I'm not a monster.
what it is. And I'm actually surprised. We used to talk about it a bunch. Like, it feels like with as many as there are, but I think these characters who are abusers, for lack of a better term, I think they're just broken, pussified men. You know what I mean? Like, we always go, well, one of these vigilantes is going to get their ass beat or have a gun pulled on them. I think these guys, they're just broken. They're so broken. They're shells of men that it's not in the character of these guys to fight back or to be violent. They're just broken, sad human beings who don't really seem to push back. They just put their head down and they know that they're busted and it's over.
And for some of them, getting caught might be the best thing to ever happen to them because they can hopefully rehabilitate, if not their desire, but their tendency to act on that.
Yeah, it's a very sad. I don't know what had him talking about it, but I heard the morning show this morning talking about Chris Hansen, and they said he's got a whole new special coming out. It's all about Roblox. All of the people that he meets and interacts on this certain series, he's met all of them on Roblox to let people know this app that you think is an innocent game for your kids is actually where so much of this bad stuff is going on. We were having a conversation right around the kickoff to school about the bus, and this is not a local story, but again, just a wider statement on what may or may not be going on the bus. A fight on a school bus in Louisiana has landed a monitor in the hospital. An altercation between a bus monitor, a student, and the student's mother happened in an Orleans Parish school bus on August 21st. The bus monitor, identified as Tamika Jackson, went to the emergency room after the incident with multiple injuries, including bite marks and scratches. The student involved, alleged incident attends, this is McDonough College Prep, which you would think by that point you'd be out of the fighting and biting people on the bus. The details include that Tamika claimed that the monitor pulled her hair out and bit her on the face and lips and thumbs, scratched her face. She has a large gash running across her face. And it's one of those things where now I think they're kind of coming for the monitor a little bit too, for getting into a violent encounter. Yeah. And what do you do? A lot of these kids could beat the ass of a of a school bus monitor. And I don't say that to freak you out if your kid's on the bus, but it is the Wild West out there.
And if they're that age, there's got to be, I hate to say this, but something wrong with them if they're riding a bus, right? Like college age, riding a
college. No, they're in high school.
Well, yeah, so it's like a college prep. So I guess it's, but you would think that would be I don't know. I don't know what kind of box you can put people into. You go, well, they're taking college prep classes, so they wouldn't be the type that would bite a monitor on the face. She said that she thought the students may be doing some lewd acts towards the back of the bus, which is why she told the student she couldn't sit in the desired seat. When detailing the fight, she just reaches out. They say the student reaches out and hits Tamika in the face. That is when the assault occurred. So then another girl joins the fray. A video that's been obtained shows the bus monitor being hit and tackled by the student and the parent on a nearly empty bus. Another adult appeared to be on the bus, although they kept their distance. She's got a bunch of adults and kids and not many kids all fighting on the damn bus.
Nearly empty bus, too.
Yeah, what the hell?
Lewd acts near the back of the bus. Were they butt sniffing back there?
You would think not. You would. That's what so you got like nobody on the bus.
Yeah.
You think you'd be able to maintain what kind of lewd acts are or not happening, are not happening back there.
No wonder they can't find school bus drivers.
That's the other thing too. It's like you're being bit in the face. You never know what's gonna happen. Let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, I got plenty more joints to fire up. I don't know if you've heard. It has been a fairly agreed upon statement that the glory days of SNL are gone. Well, they're going to announce a new cast, and the term bloodbath is being thrown around. I'll give you the details on that. And a band of murderous mountain lions did something that has even scientists astonished. I'll give you all that and a bunch more as we hit the back half of John's Joints on Senning Show. Keep it locked to the bone. Your next chance at $1,000 coming up with Drew Garabo at 5 o'clock.
She's in my head.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Major delays continue on the Howard Franklin toward Tampa due to an accident on the Tampa end, which has had the right lane blocked. We're seeing backups to well before the hump. In Tampa, there's a wreck along Bush Boulevard westbound in Armenia. Further out, we have one eastbound along Broadway at Falkenberg. One along southbound I-75 at I-4 has partially been blocking that off-ramp. And in St. Pete, an earlier crash southbound on I-275 at I-375 has had the left lane blocked. This is Jim with traffic.
HCA Florida Apollo Beach emergency near the intersection of Mira Bay Boulevard and U.S. Highway 41 North is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida South Shore Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Somebody much smarter than me once said, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I think that might be true. If you're sick and tired of your current career or you're just trying to figure out what to do with your life, how about a career in aviation maintenance? You can be trained in entering the workforce in just a few months right here in Clearwater at the National Aviation Academy. They're going to make that transition from whatever you got going on in life to the campus world as smooth as can be by getting your hands dirty, working on planes, engines, propellers. The next class starts August 20th. Make the decision now. Go to naa.edu.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. Yes to 0% APR financing on 2025 Silverado 1500 for well-qualified buyers. Don't take our word for it. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Find your path at Hillsborough Community College. HCC offers affordable, flexible options for earning an associate degree or certificate. Our dynamic learning environment offers expert faculty and engaging student life, and our convenient class schedules fit your schedule. Then seamlessly transfer to a four-year university or start your career right away. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
The best deals under the sun are right here at Jerry Owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get $15,000 off a new Ram 1500 during our bigger, better, faster summer event. Or get 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 90 days on new rides. Plus, visit our website and enter for your last chance to win a new Ram 1500. Hurry in now during the Make This the Summer Sales event at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you through.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial # law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic, semaglutide injection 0.5 milligrams.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Pulse Nation, single game tickets for Lightning Hockey are on sale now. You can be the Thunder at Benchmark International Arena this season as the Bolts battle teams from across the NHL. Secure your tickets now at TampaBayLightning.com.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Unsettled weather continues through Tuesday. A couple more showers rolling onshore tonight. Low temperatures in the upper 70s coming up on Tuesday. Variably cloudy skies, showers and thunder showers still moving inbound, and high temperatures mostly in the mid-80s, but drier on Wednesday.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
I hope you're happy.
So I want you guys to hear this song, but it also ties into the next story I want to fire up.
Okay.
Do either of you, can you tell immediately who this voice may or may not be?
Don Miggs.
Benson Boone.
No, it's Hootie. It's Darius Rucker, which I don't think it sounds very Hootie-like, to be honest with you. But he's featured on another artist's brand new album, and that artist went to jail over the weekend. And you're going to hear him in about 2 minutes. 2 seconds.
She's insane to me.
Hey, how you doing? It's been a minute. I hope you cool. How you living? I seen you hitting the gym.
So, Big X the Plug released an entire country album. It's all just him and country artists. So they had a big album release party, like you do.
Sure.
Big X the Plug was arrested and booked into the Dallas County Jail on Thursday night, marking his second arrest in North Texas this year. Not a great place to probably be a rapper and a weed head. According to the arrest affidavit, officers pulled over the 26-year-old around 8:45 p.m. for not having a front license plate.
Driving while black.
I will say, well, it gets better. While pulling out of Williams Chicken in Dallas.
Fishing.
Officers were reportedly patrolling the area. They had gotten a tip about a car club having a meeting. An officer asked Big X the Plug if he had any weapons in the vehicle. He replied, "Mine is under the armrest." Police allegedly found 2 firearms and a small amount of marijuana. They also found his name in a gang database, which makes it a misdemeanor for him to possess a firearm in Texas. He was charged with possession of marijuana, less than 2 ounces, and unlawful possession of a firearm. I believe he was leaving his album release party. So he just dropped an album, and Diz, I was telling you about this story, and your first thing was, how do you not have a
fall guy?
A guy.
Oh, yeah.
You need to have a fall guy
cleaner.
for something like that.
Yeah.
At least just holding on to your stuff when you're going out. That makes no sense to me. Because he's at that level now where he can afford all this stuff.
Sure.
He's doing all these songs with the country artists, which is the biggest genre, arguably, right now.
Yeah. Oh, but so he was on his way. They had the album release party, clearly not a hit because he never made it there.
Oh, he's getting chicken beforehand.
At the Cash Cow Bar in Deep Ellum, and they were supposed to do a second album release party. It just keeps getting better and better. At a Wingstop location on Friday night. That was canceled as well.
I heard Texas is the absolute worst state to get caught with any kind of weed.
It's really honestly hard to wrap your head around the vast difference in weed laws and how you will be handled. Where you have states where it's the just wide open and nobody can say a damn word to you, full recreational. You got places like Florida where you can have a card, and then a spot like Texas and other spots in the South where you will be yoked up and taken to jail if they find any amount of weed.
Top 5: Idaho, Kansas,
Number
Wyoming,
1.
Texas, and Georgia. Those are the top 5.
Arizona currently has some of the harshest marijuana laws in the country. Possession of any amount of marijuana under 2 pounds for personal use can result in a felony, including 4 months to 2 years of incarceration and a fine of $150K.
Man, what happened to the rescheduling conversation?
Right.
Yeah, that popped up for about 2 days, and then and then it went away, which is really, I think, what will be the difference maker for everything.
It's such a stupid thing that, like, in New York, you could go do it, and then you go a state over, and they're like, not over here, bro. Right. Take that to New York. Like, we're all in the same country. Why isn't it just countrywide?
Exactly.
Well, and from I guess a scientific standpoint, the scheduling of marijuana, the big part of that is by being scheduled the way that it is, you're deeming that it has no medicinal properties and cannot be used for any good. When you have entire states based on their own research saying that is not true. So I mean, there's so many differences in opinion or science or whatever you want to call it that I think just federally we have to set the baseline differently so that at least it can never go that far.
Slick Willie Clinton was the first president in my lifetime to say about rescheduling, and then I think every president since. I have a theory that Big Pharma comes along and they threaten to kill whatever president's family or whatever.
Would that be the biggest? Would that be the biggest one? I almost wonder if it could be a triple-headed monster, and that you get Big Pharma, Big Booze, Big Tobacco, all of those. Don't want it because those would ultimately probably be dollars out of their hand. Especially, I mean, when it comes to who's making the most money, I would think Big Pharma would have the most to lose if you would say, Well, yeah, we did decide that it can be medicine.
Yeah.
And then, what does that mean? Less painkillers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they let a president go, I'm going to take a look at rescheduling it. And then Big Pharma comes in and go, are you sure you want this photograph of you and Epstein, tag team and a 12-year-old girl getting out?
I mean, there is something to, it feels like every president in my lifetime, for the most part, has at least said it once. I mean, Biden talked about it repeatedly. Obama talked about it a bunch. And it just, something must happen after the moment that it becomes public knowledge that they're thinking about it. What happens in those days after? What kind of blackmail video or late night threat takes place where it just gets shut down? Because since they said it, I haven't heard a word.
And like you said, it's not legalizing it. It's just moving it from Schedule 1 with all the awful drugs that can kill you into a category of, hey, this might have some medicinal benefits, but they can't even do that.
And it won't ruin your life. I think that's the biggest thing. It feels so inherently wrong that there is this wink and a nod that you could go on to a TV channel or watch something on Netflix where people are cooking with weed and it's fun, but yet there are people spending their whole lives in prison for distribution of that same plant. And it's just, we got to just move the goalpost a little bit so there's not such a vast difference in the punishments and the acceptance.
Preach.
And who knows? Sometimes it feels like we're closer and then we're further away. I think all we can hope for next is that Florida gets it right with an initiative on the ballot that lets people grow it, that is a little more open, and then at least we'll know we'll be a little covered here.
Yeah, but until the government reschedules it from Schedule 1, you're always going to have an obstacle when it comes to banks, when it comes to those THC content in beverages, et cetera.
And that's the big thing, too, with the scheduling. If they just change the scheduling, you could probably start getting the banks involved in certain states. But as far as as long as it's Schedule 1, it's just, you look at the list that it's up there with. The worst drugs you could ever think.
Heroin.
It's right there. It's right there hand in hand with heroin. I mean, you hit the right dab, you
feel like
you might as well feel like you got a little bit of heroin. But I wanted to hit this story real quick because it's just a wild local story tied into the weather, I guess you could say. A girl was swept into a drainage system last night after a water main break in Sarasota. According to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, the break happened on Bahia Vista Street around 6:15. At the time of the break, a small child was playing near a culvert, was pulled into the drainage system due to the strong water flow. She was carried through the drain approximately 100 yards. That's pretty long.
Hiya, Georgie.
The Sarasota County Fire Department responded to the scene, and the girl, whose age was not disclosed, she was taken to Sarasota Memorial. She has remained in critical condition up until this point. A neighbor telling WFLA he was experiencing low water pressure. Well, that's important to know.
There's a little girl stuck in my house.
They're like, hey, do you have anything about the girl getting sucked and almost dying? Yeah, my water pressure.
Trying to shower over here.
Not to make light of the girl getting sucked into the drain. I hope she's going to be okay. Dude, nothing worse than low water pressure. I mean, it can be, when we were looking at houses, my mom's number one thing was make sure you check the water pressure.
Oh, yeah, she's right.
Because it's something that I don't know what you do to fix it, but if you got a weak ass shower where it dribbles out, you might as well just burn the house down because weak water pressure is it's not good.
Dude, it's a less than satisfying shower if it's not a prison shower where it's like annihilating your skin.
Dude, I bought I think our shower, our pressure is pretty decent. But dude, I bought this I was doing research and all of the research pointed me to this, and I don't have the name of it, but a $9.99 shower head that you can buy off of Amazon. And this thing is a prison shower. I mean, it's blasting. It's blasting.
Yeah.
And it was just like I said, it was fine, but it's just one little spout. It's not fancy. Doesn't have attachments or anything, but this thing will blow you away.
All right.
Away. Dude, you want to go face down, ass up in the shower and let it blast you? It's the best thing next to a bidet.
I mean, it'll break your butt, Hyman.
It will. You got to just
if
be
you
safe.
got one.
Just be safe. I was going to say, who in here's got one of those?
Late.
All right, Diz?
That gross.
Yeah. You ever been horseback riding?
No.
Oh.
I won't get on a horse.
You ever been on a jet ski?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes that'll break your butt, Hyman, they say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They do say that.
That's what I've heard or read or seen. Saturday Night Live, Big Boss Lorne Michaels has revealed that multiple current cast members will be cut, and the term bloodbath is being used. During an interview with Lorne Michaels, he said the fate of the comedy sketch stars would be determined in about a week or so ahead of the fall season. He warned of a significant shakeup, and I think how it feels like we're late. He kind of said, last year. They were doing the 50 years, and they wanted a lot of people to be there and maybe not cut them on that year. But this was the year where they are going to reimagine, and the term bloodbath is being used. A lot of those cast members that you've probably been seeing, which has to be, I couldn't tell you who the previous era was, but this has to be one of the most underliked, I was going to say underappreciated, but that makes it subjective, underliked and probably least watched era of Saturday Night Live, I would think.
They're terrible. That Bo and Yang is awful. All of them are bad. That one lady who's also in Shrinking is pretty good. The blonde lady with kind of a bob hair.
I know.
She's good.
I know
She's
you're
funny.
talking about. The most famous members of the current cast, including Colin Jost, Bo and Yang, and Kenan Thompson, I don't think they've given any word on whether those folks are coming back. But I think you've got to just freshen it up. It feels... And again, it's hard to say because it was just good for a long time. But it does feel like there was more turnover. Like there's been an era now that has kind of been the same for quite some time.
Do you think Keenan gets a merit increase every year, or do you think he's had to take a pay cut? Because he's been there so long that you would think eventually they go, God damn, we are paying this guy too much money.
You think so?
I don't know. I think he's funny, but like I think eventually on a spreadsheet, like with Roger and JP, they signed a great deal right away, and then every year it goes up and up and up. With Keenan,
I feel like they know that he's one of the last good things left with the cast.
That could be.
So that they got to kind of keep him happy.
Yeah.
So I thought it in my head. I was going to say he's got to be the longest running cast member. He is by a long shot.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, 22 seasons. The next closest is Daryl Hammond, who was there for 14 seasons.
Oh, I was going to say, he's not still on, is he?
No. But I mean,
he's a very nice man.
It really, like, I think that SNL, because everybody was so great, it was looked at as a launching pad. Like, they were great, they were funny on SNL, and then once everybody figured that out, they were in movies. I mean, you go back to, I mean, the heydays of the Sandlers and Spades and Norman, just whoever. There's a laundry list of people, and then you look at Keenan, and it's like he never really launched. Like, he's in stuff, people like him, but he's not, like, his window has closed.
I think it's because we knew Keenan from Keenan and Kel, all that and all that. Think about this. He never really was a leading man in anything that whole era.
Yeah.
His thing is sketch comedy. He was in all that. He took off.
There is something to be said for that.
As soon as he signed with SNL, we were like, oh, that's perfect for him. And that's why he's never left.
So his exact salary isn't publicly available. The new cast members make $3,000 per episode. Veteran cast members make about $25,000 per episode, which equals about $525,000. So he's on that upper end.
I do have to wonder how far they will go and how different they will try to make the cast. Like, the first person that pops into my mind, and I don't know if it would be worth it for the money, is Adam Ray, the guy that does Dr. Phil.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that's done the Joe Biden. Like, that guy, like, to me, you could kind of build the cast around him. And I don't know from a stand-up perspective who else would be in that conversation. Maybe like a Cam Patterson, maybe. But just kind of, he may not be fit for network television, but just that kind of new rush of comedians, which that was, isn't it safe to say that's where they pulled from, was stand-up and a lot of
troops. Sketch comedy.
Yeah, sketch comedy. Dude, there is a girl out there. And
Groundlings.
I think the girl that I'm talking about might be affiliated with Groundlings. Lisa Gilroy. You ever heard of her? She is so freaking funny. And I've seen some of the stuff that she's done on podcasts, and she's a improv comedian. People like that are, in the stratosphere of current comedy that could freshen it up a little bit, I think, and make people go, oh, okay, it's going to be different this time.
Yeah.
So,
instead of the same old rehash, bash Trump.
Yeah, it's I feel you, brother. Build the wall. Man, this is something else, and I'll leave you with a wildlife story today. A devastating mountain lion attack on a California farm has left 15 alpacas dead. The owners and scientists are miffed at how it all went down. Retired Navy nurse Julie Barr has never seen an animal attack prior to last week. Her once peaceful 340-acre farm 2 hours north of San Francisco was invaded by mountain lions over the span of 3 days. She spent close to 10 years raising alpacas and is still in disbelief over the slaughter, as the lions shockingly did not eat any of their prey. And the local wildlife commission and scientists are miffed. This farm is tucked away in the hills of Lake County, California, and was first attacked on the night of August 17th, and it happened 3 nights in a row. They took out 8 the first night, and then a couple each night until 15 ultimately. They think there was up to 10 cats at one time, and none of them ate any of the alpacas that they killed.
Why the hell did they kill them?
I have no idea, and neither do they. Neither does anybody.
Maybe those alpacas were dicks.
Yeah, if they get into the pen and there's multiple animals, they're saying there could have just been some sort of like
frenzy,
just a frenzy that was enacted, that they started chasing and killing them. But really, the mystery is why they kept coming back. They came back 2 nights in a row.
I mean, they got a taste for it.
Yeah,
they're just like, yeah, those pussies aren't doing anything.
Yeah, they're just like, man, we could just go mess with these alpacas.
It's like prison, probably. You know, they're like, the fish, they ain't putting up a fight. I'm sorry, I'm watching Prison Break right now.
Yeah, but they say but scientists and experts are saying that lions don't kill for sport. So, which leads to more confusion about why they
competition. Alpacas are herbivores, though, right? They don't eat. They don't.
No. They're just out there chilling. They're just out there chilling, eating the grass, and living their best life. And next thing you know, they're just being killed.
Are they in the dromedary family? The alpaca, like same with the camel and the llama. This is not a joke.
Gotta be.
I would think so.
Right? Gotta be in the family. Do not go anywhere, everybody, because Drew Garabo Live is coming up next, and I can tell you, a cat named Mo is in the building because I'm looking at him right now. Your next chance at $1,000 comes up at 5 o'clock, so keep it locked to the bone. I don't know if you heard, Drew. We had a bone winner right here at 2 o'clock, and you are going to be the next one. So make sure you listen for that word while you enjoy the best in afternoon entertainment with Drew Garabo Live and a cat named Mo. We will be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Thank you to everybody who participated in the program. Appreciate you, Diz. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, John. I love this song so much.
It's a great tune. Before I get out of here, I got to tell you about Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. Those long wash tunnels aren't just for fun. They mean a cleaner car. And right now, with all these storms, your car may be clean today, dirty tomorrow. You got bugs, bird, pollen. Maybe you like to go to the beach and that back seat is filling up with sand. The unlimited plan is your friend, with locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and now a new spot in Spring Hill. Make your way into your local Bubble Down today, and you will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down.
Delivered from the shadows of all that I was hiding in. Where did you go? Down the river in a sinking boat.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone has your back throughout the hurricane season. Along with our severe weather partners at Fox 13, we have everything you need leading up to, during, and after any storm that threatens our Tampa Bay area. Visit theboneonline.com and head to our hurricane guide. Get emergency kit checklists, the latest storm tracks, and ways to help the community after the storm. It's your one-stop shop for hurricane season. We do a lot of dumb stuff here at The Bone, but when hurricanes threaten, we are here for you. Always. 102.5 The Bone Hurricane Guide, powered by Generex Generators. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Major delays continue on the Howard Franklin toward Tampa due to an accident on the Tampa end, which has had the right lane blocked. We're seeing backups to well before the hump. In Tampa, there's a wreck along Bush Boulevard westbound in Armenia. Further out, we have one eastbound along Broadway at Falkenberg. One along southbound I-75 at I-4 has partially been blocking that off-ramp. And in St. Pete, an earlier crash southbound on I-275 and I-375 has had the left lane blocked. This is Jim with traffic.
A man hit on his way to work filed a $10,000 claim. Denied. After 5 surgeries, Farah and Farah fought for him and won a $2.2 million verdict. Let him cook, Tampa.
Don't miss the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with 0 down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 24 monthly, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at Sonic plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let
let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. To see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
At Brandon Honda, we have the hottest hybrids in stock and on sale. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, get the brand new Accord hybrid for just $199 per month. Get the award-winning CR-V hybrid for just $249 per month. Or get the all-new, just released 2025 Civic Hybrid Sport for just $199 per month. With gas mileage as high as 50 miles per gallon, these award-winning hybrids won't last long. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-448-7710 for more information.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
This is a cat named Mo from Juggalos Live. Prime time, baby, for Crunch Fitness. Membership starting at $9.99 a month. Join today and enroll for just $1. Over 500 locations nationwide, world-famous group fitness classes, state-of-the-art equipment, miles of cardio. Join today and enroll for just $1. Hurry, this offer ends July 31st with over 500 locations nationwide. The best part of my day is walking into Crunch. I look the best.